What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all. Welcome for tuning in. Thank you. Welcome for tuning in.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in
to the what? Socially
irresponsible podcast.
I almost forgot my goddamn line. I'm over here playing.
That's
with
all right. I got you.
Damn, man, I knew we missed you for some goddamn reason. Keep us honest.
Y'all missed me.
Keep us honest a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? No.
I got you. No, you there. Yeah.
So everybody that's tuning in to the show this week, we have Blast from the Past. Goddamn Dee Dee, she likes to just hang out with us when she so chooses fit.
That's a lie.
So we have
I like hanging out with y'all.
We have our woman voice back.
Hi.
Who does that? Tony Braxton type shit?
Yeah, no.
That was Jim Carrey. Whatever had them ponytails on in living color.
That's what that shit was.
Vera. I thought that nigga name was Vera.
Vera. Yeah.
Well, anyway, everybody, thank y'all.
Back.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the Socially Irresponsible Podcast. My name is Damien, a.k.a. Maverick.
I'm a fan.
The Devil's Advocate. We got next to me KK.
What up? I feel famous now.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel famous doing that.
Oh, really?
I am somebody.
You are.
I am. Hey,
I am somebody.
You know you're famous when you have a Wikipedia page. If you
I ain't got no Wikipedia then.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit yet.
I still ain't shit. Ain't been shit.
Ain't been shit.
I see you got on all blue. You about to sea walk for us?
KK's gonna get beat up one day by one of these gang members out here. I promise you.
You about to sea walk for us? I'll get back.
KK is the only guy I know.
So you can
wear any colors. I don't give a fuck.
Sea walk.
Is that what the fuck was that?
I'm colorblind.
Do that again.
Nah, that was crippled. That wasn't crippled. That nigga was crippled.
She did the handicap.
No, don't do that. Don't do them.
That's exactly what you just did. Dee Dee, what's good? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thanks. Hey, real talk though. Nice to have you back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Look refreshed.
You lucky you came back and you was finna get voted off the island, nigga. Miss another show, you voting your ass off the island.
Y'all gonna have people up here who don't want to talk about topics.
Like bullshitting, right? How was your trip? So you was gone. You had you was on a trip, and how was the trip?
I went to Vegas. It was good. I will say this though, I had a good time because I can have a good time no matter where I go. But traveling with COVID is a little different now because everything is not open. It's open, but everything is not open. And then there's limits. Even with the restaurants.
What do you mean limits?
Well, I mean, you go to Vegas, the bars are not all open. The clubs are not open. Some of the hotels are still not even open. And then the restaurants, they're open, but of course it's social distancing. And then you've got, we were in a group of like 11. I think it was. So
girls trip or something like that, or
no,
was
it was co-ed.
We want to talk about the weekend?
I can talk about it if we want to, but we're not going to talk about it.
Okay. So, who's your co-ed? Did you have a co-ed with you?
I did.
Who was your co-ed that was with you?
A friend of mine.
Okay, and let's talk about him.
That's it.
Just a friend of yours?
Yeah.
So would he be...
You paid your way or he funded the trip?
No, I paid my own way. It wasn't that type of thing.
Oh,
no, it really wasn't that type of
Would he be okay that you're calling him a friend? You won't get a call on your phone?
No, he wouldn't.
I'm a friend now? Is that what the fuck it is?
No, he wouldn't. No.
Okay. Because y'all females like to put that friend shit on niggas that y'all been fucking for 20 years and shit. Oh, that's my friend.
I don't know.
That's Uncle Joey. Yeah.
Homeboy. But no, with everything going on, it was, the seating is limited. It's only 6 people to a table, and y'all can't sit next to each other, so groups are divided.
It's good. I had no problem with the checks, niggas. I had wings and water. This fucking $1,000 check, nigga. I owe you 30.
I lost my luggage. Thanks, Frontier.
That's what you give her flying Frontier.
Who flies that shit?
Yeah.
Everybody flies Frontier.
Not everybody. Don't fly Frontier. I've heard the seats are very uncomfortable. Kind of the chair you're sitting in right now.
This chair is more uncomfortable than Frontier.
Did it go straight to Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The what would you say?
Niggas probably took him to Tennessee first. Like, what the fuck we doing in Tennessee?
You going the wrong direction. Vegas is that way.
My flight going to Vegas went straight to Vegas, but then coming back, it was a disaster. All of their flights were delayed. Every last one of them. So my luggage is considered delayed luggage. But I got back Sunday, and it's Saturday. I ain't got my shit.
Hold on, you got back Sunday when?
Sunday.
Like 6 days ago,
Yeah.
Sunday, and you still ain't got your luggage. Your shit is
Nope.
gone. Some nigga over there.
What happened?
Now somebody in my new
some,
panties.
I was like, some dude named Hector running around with your
Somebody in my new
Victoria's
panties
Secrets.
and my new bras, shit I didn't wear.
So that shit's gonna be at your doorstep one day?
I don't know. I have no idea. I did a claim. You do your claim and all that stuff. So it's a process you gotta go through.
Hector has that shit.
We'll see. To be continued.
No, that sucks. Don't fly Frontier no more.
Oh, I'm not.
I don't know why. I mean, I get it. It's cheap. You going a little.
But every airline cheap right now.
Yeah, every airline is cheap right now.
Oh, I'm Southwest.
It's just that I think that was like one of the
Nigga was just flying that bitch like a car.
soul plane.
And they say, like, nigga, this was a car or plane, nigga.
No, I'm not flying Frontier no more. That's it.
I appreciate it.
They won't be sponsoring this show ever.
I'll walk.
That's all right.
Nah, fuck that.
But if they watching, hey, I'll fly shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Put me on one of your little planes.
That's all right. You won't make it to wherever you going.
We got a sponsor though.
You made it though, but you flew.
You won't have your luggage.
I don't take much.
Did she say luggage?
Yeah, she did put a B on that motherfucker.
Luggage. No, I said luggage.
I got all that blue. She trying to be a blood. She trying to be the C's and B's.
How's your week, KK?
My week was cool, man.
I heard you standing up for something this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna protest for work this week. I'm tired of all these killings, these senseless killings, man.
Okay. So how do you feel?
I'm not gonna go to work at all.
This whole week.
This whole week I ain't going at all.
Fuck it, right?
It ain't
What's
cause
that paycheck gonna look like, though?
What you mean? What it's gonna look
Are
like?
you getting paid to protest?
I mean, shit. I don't know.
It's more than about the money. It's not about the money.
Not about the money.
I'm just asking.
It's about these senseless killings. It's not about me hitting somebody.
I want to.
All right, so
I just want to make sure you're doing it for the right thing.
I'm protesting.
I don't know. Gotta test
that's what I'm gonna call it. Shit.
all right,
That's
so
what you're gonna call it.
before anybody listening goes to work this week and be like, I'm not going to work.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm playing. I got suspended. But I'm gonna make it. I got suspended. But hey, fuck it. Hey, I'm protesting. Fuck that. Like these NBA players.
Man, y'all don't go to work talking about. KK is protesting. I'm gonna stand by that man.
If his company will allow him to do it,
Y'all be unemployed like unemployed, COVID and everything. This is not a good time to be unemployed, guys. I'm telling you that right now. You get unemployed, the only job you're gonna get is Walmart. Maybe Walmart.
It's a job though. Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I work that motherfucker if they let me greet. That's the only thing I
that's
can
all you
do.
want to do. Hey, you'll find you an old lady greeting.
hey, there go your Social Security.
You will find you an old lady greeting.
that you waiting on.
KK, like, oh,
Do they let young people greet? That's an old person job.
No, it's old people. I mean,
Pretty
young
sure
people.
it's an old person.
No, it's
job.
young people. Young people be greeting over there at the Walmart on FM 70.
That kid ain't
Foster.
got that many people working in that motherfucker.
FM78.
Ain't got no choice. Hey, get off them stockings. Hey, come on. I gotta fill an owl up now. Go outside. Count the
Also,
motherfuckers that come in here. I do that.
in the back, we got Mrs. Bree Bree. Oh, I need to get some more better, more gooder for you.
More gooder.
More gooder.
More good. I need
First
some-
off, let me hold on. I gotta do my thing.
What's your thing?
Hey.
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 I told you I need to record that
Hey,
shit.
hey.
That's gonna be like one of these days when Brandon gets old. There's gonna be a doll and you press the button. It goes hey.
Hey.
Pull the string. Hey.
So hold up real quick before I say how my week was. I gotta start reading some of these comments.
What you got?
First, I gotta say hey to Andrea Simmons. She's our supporter,
She's-
hardcore supporter.
She's been here talking shit since I guess Adrian. She came on with Adrian when he came on the show. Not Rivers when he came on the show.
Rivers, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess she's a friend of him, and she's been rocking with us from day 1 or day 3, whatever day that was.
Hey, Simmons.
But I do appreciate it. She's a
What's up,
cooker.
Andrea? She's a chef.
She's a chef.
Baby, get that shit right in the cooker.
She's a
Respect her
chef.
name.
Nah, she is, and
Put some
she's.
respect.
We still need to get
Oh,
her to come
Lord,
on
Gary
the show.
crazy ass on the feet.
Oh, Lord
I'm
What up,
Jesus.
Gary?
getting there. I'm
God.
getting there. Hold on. He said he want to clear his name.
Gary, we off that shit. You already in love, so we're not going back. You had 3 months. You had 2 months to do that shit. Yeah, 2 months to clear
Sorry,
the name.
Gary, baby.
I got him with the real one, Didi.
XY Leah, what's up? What's up,
There we
XY Leah? I don't know how to say her
Leah.
name.
Ain't got no
It's
Z
all
in
right,
her
Gary.
at all.
It is okay to be in love with me. Okay?
Oh, she ain't even a chef though.
She cook.
My bad.
No.
She just sells shit.
She does Pampered Chef, but she cooks.
Oh,
Her
okay.
lives, though.
Oh, okay.
Also, she does poetry. So no cap. We need to get you on the show
yeah.
and do a spoken word or something like that. It could be pre-recorded and then you just put it on the show. You could do it live, but you know, I want you to put some of your talent out there and let everybody hear it. Your words can help change.
I'm gonna cash up somebody some money for the most shares.
For the most
There
shares.
you go. That's
Also,
that.
I'm gonna give you $1 a
right.
share. So you share that you want $100, share that motherfucker 100 times.
Y'all better get on it.
Now let them know. Everybody who's watching, please tag somebody new that you have not told about the show. If you're watching this podcast, you must enjoy good conversation. You must enjoy podcasts. So please tag someone that you know is equal to you, just like you. Someone that is whatever, that you know would enjoy the show as well. Press share. Go on the thing. It's free. You ain't got to pay no money. Just a little bit of time. I want to buy some of your time and press that share button. And again, let the world see what you're doing and let them know that we are here with good content for you guys. Okay, as first we're going to start off with, you got it, Brandon? You ready? Are you ready for it?
Damn, I forgot my question.
You got me.
Who's going first?
What you got for me?
Oh man.
Come on, what you got for me?
All right, so you meet a person out, right? You meet a girl out.
I hope so.
You meet her at the bar. You see the ass. You like, ooh, damn.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear that.
Hit that?
Hit that, right?
You want to hear it?
No.
Yeah,
He
she
hit
said
that.
here like a motherfucker, right?
She farting.
So
Girls poop. They don't fart.
exactly. So you walk over, you whisper in her ear.
All right.
She turns around,
Uh-huh.
and it's a man. What you do?
He gonna still talk to her.
Uh,
She fine.
Nigga, this is a very important answer. Say,
Ass is fat.
this is a very
I'm just
important
saying, you know
answer.
what? Tonight, I don't even care. You fine.
did he buy was the drink purchased already or is it
The drink was purchased.
drink was purchased? I'm gonna tell him how's the game, man. What's going on? How you know? Hey, is this drink mine? Oh, that's what's up, homeboy. Shit. So you come here often?
So you'll chop it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop it up. Tell them thanks for the drink. Hey, you find another one? No? All right, cool. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead on and hang out with my buddies, and it's been real. I mean, I don't want to discriminate, man. I'm a friendly person. I'll take a free drink.
Okay.
You see KK face.
Nah, I just fuck that.
You want to take a drink?
Hell no, man.
Told you he can spot him a mile away.
Hey, he cute. He cute.
Fine.
He cute. Nah.
So the scenario is you saw her ass and thought it was a girl. Okay, these niggas walking around here like.
Hey.
What club?
Some of them pretty thick. You got some thick.
They some thick ones.
THICC.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. So when I was on like Tinder and shit, I've swiped quite a couple of females that are really dudes. But I will say this: these doctors are doing a really good fucking job out there. Like it is hard to like. You see some of these pictures of these females that look just like a female, and they really do.
I don't even answer the motherfucker. Be on Facebook. Be like 5, the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one is a man? I ain't even play that bullshit with y'all.
They're convinced.
I'm gonna pick the fucking man. Watch.
No, you going
yeah.
for the man.
If I see like on the
I'll slap that drink out your motherfucking hand.
Hey, truth hurts.
hey.
know.
If I see a name of a female on like Tinder or whatnot, and it has like a TS in that hoe, I'm swiping left immediately. Cause those be the ones like the transsexual.
But what does swipe left mean? You interested or you not interested?
swipe left means no, right?
I
You
don't
the
know.
one
I'm
swiping
not on
left?
Tinder.
I ain't on that
Well,
shit.
I think swipe left is no, and you swipe. You never been on like a date? I guess you've been married.
Never been on no date
Four
now.
scores and 7 years ago. You've been married for quite some
I
time.
don't need it.
You never been on a dating website? You know what I'm talking about?
You need it.
Yeah, but I can't remember because I wasn't on Tinder. Where you
All of them
swipe-
are the exact same.
or Bumble. Okay, I think I was on Plenty of Fish like
That's like that.
a
That's
long
the
time ago.
That's the frontier.
But
of
I
dating
don't
sites.
remember exactly, so I don't know because I haven't been on there.
So you just like cheap shit, huh?
I'm your friend.
Have y'all ever been on dating websites? People listening, have you ever been on dating websites? If you do, which do you frequent? I've done Tinder. I've done POF. I've found nothing but trash on POF. If I fucked with you and I found you off POF, I'm sorry. Let's just pretend like I'm not talking about you, okay?
Craigslist.
Never done Craigslist.
What's the other one that got cut down?
Bumble.
No, Backpage.
Backpage.
What you pointing at me for, motherfucker? What the fuck you pointing at me for? I'm just saying, I'm just throwing shit out there.
You know about that back page, huh?
Yeah,
I ain't never had to pay for nothing, nigga.
That's
I'm
why
KK,
you went to back
motherfucker.
page.
What? Bitch, I'm KK, nigga.
who
Just
we
want
got?
me because my name KK, nigga. Shit.
I got it.
For real. Oh, that's KK.
Next scenario.
Girl, you better run. You hear his breath stinking.
So
KK, I got you. So you got unsuspended from work, went back to work, did a great job. At the end of the year, they're like, you are the winner of a trip. You're currently, let's just say something happened with life and you're single, and you are granted a trip to Cancun, KK +1. You have somebody in mind as your +1. You talk to her, you want to take her to the trip. You find out she's going to be on her period that week of the trip. What do you do?
the period don't start nothing but a sentence.
You're gross.
We're going. Nigga, we going. It only
gross.
stops sentences and I ain't got shit to write.
You're gross.
Yeah, we going.
Would y'all?
He's been asked this before.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean what?
If I'm
Not the first day, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do it the first when it's messy. But it gets a little.
That's the shit when you was talking about how that shit smell like nickel and shit, or like a penny.
I don't know what change smell
Smell
like
like a penny.
This nigga KK said some boss shit. I didn't hear this nigga. Nigga said, I don't know what change smells like. My fault, KK. I'm not going. I'm taking somebody else.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm not. It's a waste of a trip. We're gonna just hang out and be buddies and talk. I know it sounds rude, whatever, but I'm not.
Why wouldn't you?
Because he said it's going to be a waste of a trip. He doesn't want to have sex with the girl on her period.
But he's done all kind of other shit though. Like
he pretended to be, you know.
he pretended.
Yes.
So it was,
I don't have period sex. That is not my
He
thing.
pretended during this
But everything
conversation.
is your thing. How is that not your thing?
I can't. Everything can't be. I have to be like. I have to have something that's not my thing. I'm not doing period sex.
Gary says he's going with option 2.
Thank you, Gary.
You want to show my period too?
It's option 3.
Gotta have the backup.
Somebody's gonna want to go to Cancun for free.
Gary going with option 1. And he know it.
If she go though and don't want to have sex, she gonna be sucking for a whole motherfucking weekend. Like,
And what if she don't want to do that?
She gonna get left there.
Wasted trip. See,
She gonna be she
not
gonna be
doing
that motherfucker. What your dentist say? Look.
What should they say?
This
Doctor
nigga.
Chuck in here sex on my period. What the dentist say?
KK got Diddy.
So you meet? It's just everything is at a bar with this motherfucking show.
What if I don't go to
Library.
bars?
Say library.
You meet a guy. Library.
Library.
Hey, say Walmart.
Can you read? What you doing in the library, nigga?
Trying to find
Hey,
somebody.
girl, you just
So
learned
you
how to
s-
say library.
So,
He was saying library.
anyway, so you meet
Because he
a
know
guy.
that's true.
2 hours.
Wherever the fuck you meet him at, you invite him to the crib because you know you're going to give him some. And I don't want to say you don't turn him on, but let's say he don't get aroused. What do you do?
Well, I guess you got to go home now.
Would you give him another chance?
No.
You just ain't doing something right, Diddy. You got to do your part. You got to.
I mean, okay. So what is the question? I didn't get him because okay. So then what did I do? So let's say are you asking me? I did everything I could possibly do.
And yeah, and it didn't work.
And so I've already done everything I could. I done blew on it. I done licked it. I done slapped my face with it and all kind of crazy shit. And it didn't work.
Tell me, we can't just run past that like you just didn't say that.
What?
You slapped your what with it?
My face.
Oh, wow.
You watch too much white porn. It's that white porn.
don't
You be
even
getting
watch
spit
porn.
on and shit.
That's that
them
Cinemax after
motherfuckers-
11 p.m.
You ever seen that shit, nigga?
What?
Some white porn?
Yes.
Bro,
it's
that's
porn.
some rough shit. Oh my God, y'all do that? Oh, nigga, be like, hold up. Then you know you hit that little 10 second rewind that shit.
That,
Oh,
goddammit.
they spit in my mouth like, oh my God.
Spit.
They be folding them white hoes like pretzels, nigga. Shit, I'm like, boy.
The first crazy thing I seen was when a white dude was having sex with some female from the back, and he had her foot on her head, like her head was on the couch, and his foot was on her head, and he was in there just stroking it. She's like, ah! Like, I was like, why are you stepping on her?
Murder.
That's some abusive motherfucker. You know, you see a couple, you be like, I know he ain't fucking her. He weighing her motherfucking ass out. Nigga shit. Better quit thinking them white dudes ain't beating that pussy up either. Say them niggas is rough.
Literally beating that hoe up.
I have seen that nigga the foot on the head.
Yeah, that was like, nigga, what?
She just shit.
And it's like,
Hey bitch, what is that?
I ain't seen it.
Oh no, I'm talking about. I'm talking
not
about
sexy. That shit
when
is
nigga hit the doggy, that nigga foot really on her motherfucking head.
on the side of her face, and her shit smash between her.
Yeah.
That's some type of fetish shit.
So what are you gonna do? He can't get up. Y'all in the house. You've tried everything you can.
You know, I got to go to work in the morning, and
This nigga.
you know, you want something to drink? Oh, okay. Well, you know, I guess you should be. What you finna do?
You gonna send him home? You gonna let him spend the night?
No, you gotta go.
But he brought a spinning night bag.
You brother spend the night bad.
You gonna make him go home with a spinning night bag in the daytime? I mean, in the nighttime?
Okay, so y'all be changing the story up.
It don't matter. Answer the goddamn question.
Upside your head. Okay, so now he done brought a spinning the night bag.
Because he's
So-
trying to smash. You was at the library or wherever y'all was at, and he just had a random spinning night bag in a car. And he
A
said,
random. So I'm not picking up a random dude from the
No.
library.
You just ain't gonna bring him home. A club?
I'll drop him off
Nigga
at
said
your
not-
house.
not the
'cause I know
library.
you-
Like, yeah, so
Nigga
so-
said not
so
the
you
library.
Anywhere.
You ain't never smashed a dude you just met.
No.
You a motherfucking lie.
Come on,
Get the
Didi.
fuck out of here.
Really?
I've
You
never
ain't
done
never
that.
had a one night stand.
Didi.
You see her
Nope.
face?
Nigga said one hour stand. Nigga shit. Nigga, need a night.
There you
nigga.
go.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't even
30-minute stand.
What's up, nigga?
Thank you. I
Down.
gotta
What's
go.
your
Let me
name
get my
again?
shit.
Yeah, I don't even know his
Thanks.
nigga name.
What's your name again?
She was Ubering home before Uber, nigga. She was out the door quick.
You see the
So,
motherfucker lady.
Hold
Remember
on.
me?
On this topic, we got a comment.
What we got? Gary ass.
No. He should be aroused at the thought of you asking him over after just meeting him.
Who was that nigga? Who said that?
Yeah, who said that?
Who said that?
Celia.
Oh,
Come on, XY Leah. Shit.
that nigga's gonna be whatever. Sometimes it just ain't what it is, man.
I mean, yeah. I guess if he bought a spinning a night bag, I'd be like, okay, well, I mean, if that's the case,
Say that
y'all
again?
change the
nigga
spinning a night bag.
14 ends in that motherfucker.
Spinning a night bag.
Just 2 ends.
You can't spend a night.
Spinning a night bag.
You ain't spending a night.
Then I'd be like, all right, just stay over there.
She said that's
You
so
gonna let him sleep in
proper.
the bed or you gonna let him sleep on the couch?
He's out of there.
If he's already okay, well, which story are we
This
sticking
nigga
to?
spend a night with one night stand. Boy, I swear.
You spend a night with one night stands all the time.
So
Yeah, you do.
this week was kind of crazy. All right, and it kind of solidified what 2020 has meant to us.
Bullshit.
T'Challa, man, he's out of there. He I don't want to say he's out of. He died, man. Like it's crazy. He was in April or May. He had a bunch of pictures of him. He had a video. He did a video live on Instagram, and he was very skinny. And a lot of people were cracking jokes about it. And of course, that's what Black Twitter and everybody else does.
People do.
Yeah. And where they're saying like, oh, he looks like he's hungry, ain't been fed.
He need to gain some weight. Need to get his weight up.
Yeah, someone said, well, that's how he really looks. He just gains weight and works out for the movies. And but yeah, he had colon cancer. He was fighting it for 4 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
So, yeah, he had it when he was in Wakanda, right? That movie's not 4 years old, is it? No?
Damn, it ain't 4 years old.
Yeah, no. So, I mean,
Shit.
he was going through this, and he's acting in movies, and he actually had like 3 good movies. Have y'all seen that 21 Bridges?
Nah, is that good?
That's really good. That's a good movie. It has a nice little twist. But anyway, he's been in a couple of movies, and his career is going. He was 43, so he was hitting his stride, and he passed away. So unfortunately, that happened.
Guys, get your colonoscopy. My grandfather passed away from colon cancer. A lot of guys don't want to get that colon check, but it's important.
You getting your colon check, KK?
Nah, when I had my last doctor's appointment, she was like, it's that time. I was like, shit, like, you can't draw no blood or nothing for that motherfucker. She was like, nah, that camera got to go in there.
Can't
Like,
draw no blood from your colon. That sounds more painful.
You
I
ready?
mean, I'm talking about from my arm, get the blood
Oh.
work, nigga, with all the other shit. Like, yeah.
KK, like, can I just spit in the cup?
I just swab my mouth.
Can I just spit somewhere?
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
I mean,
You got to, KK.
Well, because I think if you don't, I mean, it's certain things that it just goes undetected, and you get sick one day and you don't know what the hell is wrong with you if you don't get it done.
Black men don't appreciate our health as much as we should.
Yeah, my grandfather didn't want to get it done.
I stay at my doctor shit. I don't play that bullshit.
But I was online and I kind of found this little tribute for T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman. I just want to kind of show it to everybody.
The time has come for you to come home and be reunited with me. Baba, I'm sorry. Stand up. You are a king. You're a good man with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be king. In my culture, death is not the end.
And there was T'Challa, man. That's kind of a weird situation. We had Kobe, a legend in basketball. T'Challa is, I mean, that's Black Panther. That's our guy, right? That's our guy. Like, that's weird, right? Who else passed away? Who are you talking about? Cliff Robinson?
Cliff Robinson passed away.
Yeah.
Cliff Robinson, he passed away.
Wasn't he like in his 40s too?
He 53.
Oh, 53, okay.
A black man, we're not making it to that Social Security retirement age. We're down before that, man. We got to take care of ourselves.
Yep.
Take care of
yourself.
Get that colon check. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I'm at that age, but I just still can't do it, man.
Do what?
That test.
Run that colon up your anus.
Why? I thought you were 50. I thought they was.
It's 40, dog.
It's 40.
Oh, why? Are you, I mean, you're gonna do it, or are you thinking about it?
I mean, every time I go to check her, she asks me like,
Man,
not today.
Just get it done. Not today.
Yeah,
Talk
not
to
today.
you next year.
Yeah.
Stop putting
get
it
that
off.
shit done.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this. My old boss put it off for years, and I was his work wife, and his wife would tell me, "Tell him he needs to go do that. Tell him he needs to go do that." He has now been diagnosed with colon cancer. He's going through therapy, and it's bad.
Mm-hmm. It gets real bad.
Does that make you want to do it now?
No, it doesn't.
I was about to say this nigga like, that's a bad story.
I mean, it's sad, but
You can't get your shit checked, man.
get your shit checked, nigga. Shit.
I will. I mean, shit. Why not? I may like it. That was a joke.
I was hoping it was.
Everybody got quiet.
Hey,
Diddy
what's
said,
that dude named? Remember Ernest J, old comedian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember that joke he did? He was like, he had to get that test. He was laying there. He's like, he said first thing I say, oh my God, I've been that nuts. He said, nigga stuck that thing. He said it felt so good. He's like, oh my God, I've been
Arnett J was fun. He was
He
very
was fucking hilarious.
energetic. Very. He was what, comic views when he got big, right?
Yes, you know, I envision that leg. You know that he
That-
how
that
he
when he-
slapped that
yeah.
leg and he had the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's hilarious.
I used to watch. Oh, I love
Arnett J. Comic
Comic
View
View.
was a show.
Oh yeah.
That was a really
yeah.
good show
Speaking of hilarious, you know Corey Holcomb here tonight?
this weekend.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
funniest motherfucker I've seen in my life.
If you want to break up with your chick,
Go to Corey
her to a
Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb show.
Hey, no lie, we went. He was here maybe a year or two ago, and every nigga in there with their girl was, and the girl laugh, nigga. I dare you laugh. Like he put dudes in fucked up situations,
okay, I
man.
see what
Say
you're
like
saying. I'm like-
nigga, if you laugh, like, oh shit, funny to you. You know what I'm saying?
He had this joke talking about how he was playing pool and betting money with the suicide doctor. And he's like, who? The doctor that's at the abortion clinic. And he was over there trying to get his money back at the pool table. Like,
Oh my gosh.
he was trying to get his money back. And he says some really off the wall foul shit, but it is hilarious.
He's fucking funny.
Yeah,
And that nigga said, have you ever? He asked the dudes, I'm all off talking about it. But the nigga said, he asked the dude, you ever fuck a girl that like a heart? Nigga said, or like a wisdom tooth? He said, got a big body, skinny ass legs. That nigga said,
like a
yeah.
wisdom tooth.
That nigga said, man, I just fucked the heart. It was crazy. Like, he would point motherfuckers out. Hey,
He's like,
bruh, that nigga, like her right there, like, oh, this nigga cold-blooded, dog. Yeah.
Nah, he'll get on your ass too.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
so hold on. We have a comment about
The heart.
The colon test.
colon test.
Wisdom tooth. Oh.
Carlton Johnson
Carlton Johnson, what's going on?
says it's not a finger at 40 or 50. It's a scope, and real men get it done. As black men, we have been traumatized by homosexuality for some reason.
Yeah.
But
I know the reason, but it's not some reason.
It don't have no reason with me for being gay. I don't want nothing.
That's
Boo boo
good.
hurt coming out. Nigga, shit, what the fuck up and put a
Keep that
camera in
shit
that
up in that
motherfucker
end.
phone?
Nigga
Like,
said boo boo hurt.
like, what the fuck? I don't imagine putting
You
boo
need-
boo back in.
You need more iron.
Well,
If that hurts, you need to.
I need iron.
You might need to go get checked because it hurts. 'Cause it's not supposed to hurt to take a shit.
Yeah. He probably bleed every time he shit.
I've never bled.
Wiping
taking
his
this
ass.
shit.
What is this? How does this get on my
Every
paper?
time I take a shit, I bleed.
It ain't the gay shit though.
I mean,
It has nothing to do with being gay.
nah.
It's just, I don't want nothing in my head. Just like, so when people don't want to get the fucking COVID thing in their nose, what that don't mean? What does it mean?
No one gets fucked in the nose. It doesn't mean you're.
You don't fucking
homosexual.
want to do it though. Like, it don't have nothing to do with a sexual orientation.
But you have to do it to make sure you're healthy, though.
I took the COVID test.
So take the
Okay,
take the
exactly.
ass test.
You take the motherfucking shit.
I will if I. When
Okay,
I got
go
to.
take it.
Let's go together. I'll hold your hand.
I'm going to go to record this shit live.
We can hold hands walking in there like this. We can skip and everything.
They're gonna
Okay.
do like a sweetest massage. They're gonna get it done at the same time.
Nah,
I'll hold your hand, bro.
I don't need you to go with me.
Go together.
Maybe I need you to go with me.
What?
We go with me.
Shit.
We go with me.
Make an appointment right now.
Yeah, can you go
Make an
support me?
Man, y'all change the motherfucking subject, man.
Fuck y'all niggas.
Oh, Andrea says she had one done and they put you to sleep.
That's what they do now.
That's what she said.
That's because Andrea.
She said they put you to sleep and you don't feel nothing.
That's because she enjoyed that shit a little bit too much. She's like,
Hey.
oh shit. She said, that's why they didn't put you to sleep. Goddamn, you just.
They do put you to sleep.
I've
It takes
never-
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine done. So guys, back on that subject, get your shit done if you
Yeah,
need to.
y'all do
KK,
that.
if you need to get yours done, bro, I'll go with you. We can go
I don't. It
together.
ain't about. I go to the doctor.
Well, we can go together. I need you to be my moral support. Okay? Can you just flip?
I wouldn't go with you.
Oh, wow. I'll send you an invite. And if you don't accept it, you don't have to
trick.
accept
I'm gonna invite you to the
That's it,
colonoscopy party.
it. New music. So
New
this
Cupid.
week, this song got me just. So it's a song.
Play it.
Who is it, man? Shit.
Oh. So it's, look. I eat beats, watch me dining, shining. I illuminate the rooms that I'm in, timing. Low-key ain't more crucial than alignment. That's why the flow is intertwined with both and I'm defiling every beat I'm on, even though I know it's wrong to treat rappers like a napkin after I pissed on commodes. Then I wipe us on the toilet, can't decipher if you know that my life is tied to giving hoodlums life despite the hoes that their sights are fixed upon and give them pipe out of control. But the plight we abide in has almost wiped our frontal lobe of our heritage. Rare kids like me who grew up savage, they got embarrassed when they went to their partner crib and seen they mattress had a bed frame. Shout out to those who told me Tobe was a pet name. Tobe Chuku Dube Nwigwe is my correct name. Praise God for follies of my colleagues that embody everything I overcame, blowing that ganji to suppress pain. Oh, but I was weak though, so on occasion purple haze would keep me warmer than a peacoat. Debo shouldn't be what you portray when you placebo, but now my flow the cheat code. Every bar is worth a kilo. Ooh. Every bar is worth a kilo. Ooh.
Oh.
Every bar is worth a kilo. Ooh.
Oh.
Tobe
She about to
Chuku
snap.
Dube is my correct name.
Yeah, look, hit the ground running like a halfback. Mad black, P365 in my knapsack. Blast that, all who tried to harm me, I don't scrap that.
You know, the dance
I
moves and
got 2
shit.
kids and I still snap back. Hard to have these girls don't think my pen dead. Hard to sleep on me like a twin bed. Was broke, now I ball like a skinhead. You only get one shot, that's what Slim said. I only had one wish, worth the Ray J. Did novelty.
some good
Obviously,
news.
I'm an anomaly. Every bar I spit is novelty. Yeah, we don't ride the wave, we create it. This how we made it to Beyonce playlist. Tobe used to have some open cases, but now we got a crib with open spaces. Crib with open faces, far from basic. Been influenced by the city with the spaceships. Never going back to the gray ship or the spaceship. I'm about to be on the first name basis with Beyonce. Yeah, I'm about to be on the first name basis with Beyonce.
Brianna. We have to be on a first name basis with Beyonce.
Went from boys to men, word to Wanye. Whole hood screaming, Tobe, don't go Kanye. H-Time Texas with the flow, doing grande. Go to the bubble quaggy on your head is what my mom say. Gorilla on the beat, I go Harambe. Stacey Adams head to toe on my prom day. 2 kids, life wilder than Deontay. Boy, dog trying to get a verse from Andre. Coach Bombay, I done been with Mighty Ducks. But my baby mama swan, Aphrodite does. If it's an issue, pack a pistol, keep it tightly tucked. Cause they'll try to early dismiss you on your nightly run. Or your daily run. Either way, it's tragedy. Please don't try to take my life, that's a catastrophe. On my soul, ain't no hoe in my
Anatomy.
And I put that on everything like Tony Cassidy.
Yeah, I know we put everything on. Got the beat. That whole jam, man.
Who is this now?
So Tobe nwigwe, I don't know, I can't say his last name. He lot of good fucking music. He's from Houston. He's an H-Town dude.
dope.
Probably about 5. He been in about 5 years mainstream. Him and that girl is his wife, nigga. She already had 2 babies, and she snapped back. Oh man, I heard that thing. I played it 3 times straight. That's
I ain't gonna lie, it kind of reminded me. Have y'all seen The Wiz?
the black.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I got that clip from.
Y'all seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of when Mrs. One is, she's the whiz and she lives something from us. Yeah.
Say.
Yeah.
That thing jam.
But it's dope. I like the song.
That's that South.
That's pretty, yeah.
That's that South. We in there, man.
I like that.
We in there. I heard that.
I've never heard that before.
I've seen a lot of videos like I haven't clicked on it though, but you know people send you shit in your inbox.
Yeah.
And all I see is his face. I didn't know who he was.
Dope.
I didn't know what the fuck it was getting sent.
Music. He's got music. I appreciate that by Tobe. That was a good jam. If he had a new album that just came out this year, I don't know if it's just now, but this year, his first song on there is called "Send the People Who Killed Breonna Taylor to Jail." That's his first track on the album. I should have put it on here and played it, but it's about a 30-second track, saying specifically what he needs to say, and he bounces the fuck off that hoe. But if y'all don't check it out, you see his name right there, Tobe nwigwe, or whatever how you say it. The song is called "Eat." "Eat" isn't on the album. "Eat" is like a single. It's on its own thing, but check it out. What do you think, KK?
It was cool.
Dope, huh?
Yeah.
You know what that
It
shit
was some shit you come out the locker room to, nigga. Say. Yeah.
That shit was something that you would do in the locker room after a game, after you win, you in there just wrecking, freestyling.
And the white coach. You ever see them videos of them coaches? You see them be.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it though. But no,
Sit your ass down, coach.
that shit right there remind me like them college days when we have parties and shit, drinking and getting ready to go out to the club or something like that. And you just sipping on drink, freestyling with your homeboys. Think we all rappers and shit.
Yeah.
Man, coming down Lexus. What am I telling? It's bullshit. I just think we
Every
call
time a
this
nigga
shit.
said Lexus, you knew
do
Texas
that.
was the next motherfucker.
Texas was coming up.
Lexus and Texas. Nigga say
reckless.
Lexus, here come Texas.
Everybody repeating that. Like nigga snap. Man.
Nigga don't know what to say. Man, how like
Man,
you done, huh?
Man, hold up.
You done. I mean, I ain't got nothing left, nigga.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Man, grab a mic.
Man, hold up.
Take the
I'm
mic.
done.
Yeah.
Nah, that jam, I was really excited about that. I like music, and Brandon normally passes me everything. She already heard it. I wanted to pass it to Bree Bree, but I didn't because I was hoping she would not have heard it. And I was hoping that this show would be the first time she caught flame of it. But it wasn't. Anyway, it was dope. Shit, Jarvis, Flu, the guy we had on maybe 4 weeks ago, Flu, he had, that was the first week you missed. Flu had,
One minute.
he had a versus. And he was against Avar.
Yeah.
Avar.
Avar. It was dope. My nigga Flu. That's my guy. So I don't care who he can go against. Jay-Z. I'm like, man, Flu got that nigga. So it was a good thing. It wasn't more of a battle. It was more of an appreciation, celebration of San Antonio music. The next one we need to get for San Antonio when it comes to the verses.
Who you got?
Sosa and Kylie.
Okay.
I mean, I was actually, so not to name drop, I was speaking to Sosa the other day doing the If This Mic Can Talk, helping them with their studio. If This Mic Can Talk was good. Salute. They got a studio coming up, so they got a whole setup. It'll be nice. Y'all will love it. Check them out. D. Jones, Brian, and AJ Owens.
What's that for?
She Candace Owens. She's a real big Candace.
Oh, he called her Owens.
No,
Got it.
I was like,
That shit went all the way over my motherfucking head.
This is-
Mine
what the
too.
fuck? But no, they got a studio coming out, and it'll be dope. But no, anyway, I was talking to them, and I think those two, when it comes to the music game in San Antonio, I'm pretty sure you probably know more about the music game in San Antonio than I do.
what, Bree?
It's
What?
not.
Man, I like music. I used to be out at all kinds of.
What do you call those girls that go to groupies?
Thoughts?
No.
I wasn't
Before
a groupie.
thoughts.
Boppers.
Boppers.
No, I wasn't a bopper.
A bop was a thought.
Yeah, but you
But
don't.
you have to have a
call
nice
them.
car though. You don't have to have like thoughts. Don't even give a fuck about what you drive.
I wasn't a bopper. I just like to hear music, so I'd go out to all the live music,
yeah.
open mic type things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's the best rapper from here?
I put it on lyrically. I say Flu, hands down.
Yeah, he better than Question?
I mean, hands down. A lot of people say Livola is.
Who do you
real
think?
dope.
Who's the best rapper here since you in the scene?
That was in my 20s.
Yeah, she is.
There's a lot of people that have come up since then.
You ain't in your 20s.
Kylie is probably the biggest one out here.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause
Is he the biggest?
It's, who's
or the
that
best?
little young nigga that signed with somebody? I can't like. I don't feel his music, but
yeah.
I mean he made it. So
Well, Kylie he had a couple of national recognition too.
for real.
And Sosa would probably be kind of the next one. Livola was dope.
What is this nigga name?
But that shit, matter of fact, Flu, speaking of Flu, he's in New York right now. He just took a picture at Marcy's project just like 3 days ago. So he's in New York because he has his deal with Rock Nation. He's trying to get signed with them. So they're kind of looking at him. So, hopefully, an artist that performed on a socially responsible show, hopefully we got a little glimpse of him before he makes it big.
Whoop, whoop.
He'll come back and give us something good. Hopefully good
That's
news
what's up.
update. But he's actually in New York right now. But anyway, San Antonio music, it's questionable. I will say that. So it's not a lot of good music out here, but the music that is out here that's good, in my opinion, is really fucking good.
There is good music. I don't think it's advertised enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. I mean, I think there's good talent, but the good talent is just what it is, good talent. I think there's a lot more bad talent. But I think that'll be like
That's
that
in everything,
in every
though.
city, though.
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we have some talents. Y'all come check us out, man.
Some aggressive niggas selling CDs, boys. Hey, you want to buy my
man.
CD? I'm good. No, nigga, you ain't good till you. Man, get
you
the fuck
heard
out my
this.
face, man.
Track number
How
3
much
through
your
8
CD?
go hard.
Man, give me 15. Nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga.
give me
I'm giving you
$15.
$15 for that shit.
Austin, they used to be bad in Austin.
For
When we went
real.
down there to 6th Street. Oh my gosh. Everybody would have a tape trying to sell something.
A tape.
It was CD back then.
Well,
It was,
Broke,
bad
B.
out there.
I'm broke, B.
I ain't got none of that. I ain't got it.
Nigga tell nigga I'm good. Nah, nigga, you ain't good, nigga, until you get there. I was like, whoa, player.
I say you can't fold. But yeah, Kylie, Sosa. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna tag everybody about it. I told DJ to also start this little thing because I want to see them two go at it. They both have a catalog that can.
Sosa nice.
Sosa
So
real nice.
I used to see this nigga all the time.
Sosa old too. He's my
Really?
age. He's 28, 38, 39.
Yeah. But every time I would go by George, like me and this nigga always in line together. And we just finally like start talking and shit. And he was like, I rap this and that. Nigga, I got a CD from him. I didn't think I was gonna listen to the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just real picky on my music. I don't really want to hear shit.
Yeah.
So I played the shit. It was a topic of discussion.
Uh-huh.
That shit was live as fuck.
Yeah. He has his new track he's working on at the studio. I ain't gonna talk about
For
it.
real.
Nigga, that song I feel can go somewhere. It's as they say,
he
it's a
nice.
vibe. It's a vibe. The whole song's a vibe. You'll fuck with it as a female. You'll definitely fuck with it. I know you would like it. Anyway, so check us. So sorry, you got some new music coming out. I don't know if I was supposed to talk about it, but he do, and shit, that's what it is.
Too late now.
It's too late right now,
It's
right?
out there.
So this week has been kind of crazy. All right, again, we had T'Challa. He passed away, and that was that's his name, right?
His name is Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Oh no, his nigga's T'Challa.
Yeah, I told him that earlier. He was like, "No."
This nigga got a whole mask.
Yes, he's serious about it.
That
So can you hear him? Can you hear him?
that's like a sex mask.
That don't even look like Black Panther.
No,
Nigga
it
say
don't. That is a sex mask.
nigga just missing a red ball.
Exactly.
Put that red ball on that nigga shit.
I don't like Black Panther.
Hell no, nigga, that like a pit bull, nigga.
It's a cat.
Like one of the pit bull these niggas out here raising.
It's a cat. I got the ears cut. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, and then we
that
have
shit was terrible. Dollar General or something. Where you get that motherfucker from?
He done brought his sex helmet out here talking about T'Challa.
Nigga, that motherfucker didn't have no mouth, no nose, nigga. That shit was just eyes, nigga.
He don't have a mouth. He's fighting. He's no. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Dante Tucker says, call that man by his name.
Wakanda forever. Oh, Chadwick Boseman. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's my little cousin. What's up, kinfolk?
Yeah, what's up? But so yeah, he this week has been bad, man. So we had that happen, and we had another shooting. It was Jacob Blake. He was another victim of a senseless shooting by police and an unarmed man. I'm not gonna say white cop. I'm not gonna say black man. I'm gonna say a cop shot another unarmed individual. Didi, Brianna, actually. I know you've been out to Louisville, you've been in Vegas, hanging out.
I've been in Vegas and swamped with work.
So I know, but Brandon, what have you heard about this? What have you heard about this guy? And there's a lot of stuff going on. So there's a lot of speculation. It just happened this past Sunday. So a lot of information is rumors, and it hasn't come out, so we don't know what's really going on. What'd you hear about it, Bree? Rumors, anything. I just want to hear what.
I think I've heard just about what everybody else heard, that he allegedly he pulled up to stop a dispute of someone fighting, and the cops were called, and you see what happened with the rest.
So he had a history. So you said something along the lines, in May he had a sexual assault charge on him, or a case or something.
There's a sexual assault charge from his ex-girlfriend from May 3rd of this year that he got into the house and he sexually assaulted her.
With the finger, it said.
Yes.
With the finger, so.
That he...
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. And thought that she was cheating or whatever. That the real reason he went there was to get his stuff out of her place. And he was drunk and belligerent, and she told him to leave.
And he had some previous assault, causing bodily harm, drunken behavior. So he had a record.
So the fuck would.
Thank you. So
what?
that's kind of what happened. What did you hear about it, KK? What did you hear about it?
Basically what she's saying. So.
And what did you hear about the actual shooting?
What do you mean?
What did you hear? Like the
From
videos?
the video that I saw?
Anything? What did you hear? I mean, what did you hear about what happened? Why they came out there?
I heard he was breaking up a fight. And people saying different shit like, oh, he said he's finna go to his car and get his gun. I mean, like, even if he said that shit, you still, if I'm trying to get you on the ground, I'm not gonna have a gun in my hand and do the shit with one hand.
Yeah.
Like, that's the shit that pissed me off. Like, he got to the car, okay. Was his kids in the car? That's what I heard too.
Yeah. 3 kids, I think, in the car.
3 kids in the car.
Yeah.
There are so many videos of white people getting pulled over or... Now, fuck that, nigga. This is what I don't like. They come at police when they really should be scared.
Okay.
Boom, with a fucking rubber bullet. Why we can't get hit with rubber bullets and put down with rubber bullets? Like, you shot this man 7 fucking times. Like, he didn't fall because he was leaning in the fucking car.
Yeah.
So, if you shoot him the first time and you hit, okay, you got him.
Well, with the rubber bullets, not saying it's a bad, it's not. You have to be prepared. Most cops don't carry rubber bullets. That's more of like a task force. that are trying to have like a riot gear.
Well, they need to start getting that shit to police.
Yeah, they got real fucking bullets and a taser. That's all they got.
These motherfuckers got a belt with all kind of shit, and it's always the gun they go for first.
They ain't got no option. Well, they tried to tase him. It didn't phase him. He walked off in a
It don't
tase.
phase a lot of people though. I've seen a lot of people just pull them motherfuckers out their body like nothing.
Well, they have to go in your body first and foremost.
Yeah.
Both prongs have to go in your body, and a lot of times it doesn't. So that's kind of what that situation is. Tasers, they work very rarely. Maybe they work a lot. I don't know. But I heard the same shit. He was in an altercation, got into a fight, and I think he had the keys to his girlfriend, ex-wife, or whoever the female was. I don't want to give her a label. And she called the cops out to, hey, I need to get my shit from him. He has my stuff. Females, listen, can y'all please do me a favor, all right? Stop calling the law. I don't want to say that because sometimes the laws are needed. But if you don't need the laws to get involved in your life, please do not involve the laws in situations that are not needed. As you can see, it hasn't turned out too well for most of us, like at all. But he was going. He had her keys. She called the police to get the keys from him. Police came out to kind of break up the situation. After they broke it up, they fought, scuffled. There's a second video that just came out from the other side, the passenger side of the car. They were scuffling. They both got him on the ground. He somehow got out of the police grasp. If you have two people whooping one dude, there's no fucking way that dude's side is going to whoop me and KK. Period. I'm going to put that out there right now. He got up, walked to his car calmly. He got shot. Walked into a car, took a step into the car, shot him 7 times in the back, saying that he was going for a knife.
So I got 2 things with all of this. Number one, starting with the police officer, like you were saying, don't call the police or whatever if it's not necessary. I get what you're saying, okay? I agree with that. The other thing is, didn't we just say he assaulted her is it the same chick?
He had a very bad rap sheet.
With her. So I'm just talking about his relationship with her.
In life.
Right?
He had a bad rap sheet in life.
No, but I'm talking about...
Oh, which is with her.
With her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to make a point. So maybe that's probably why she called the police, because maybe
Which
she
makes
felt, maybe that's probably why.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, so that's probably why she called the police this time, because she felt...
threatened.
Yeah. If he did do that to her.
Now
I don't know.
Now all this, not to say anything against what you're saying, but all this did happen outside. So it wasn't like they're in the house. Not saying, just to give you an idea, if you haven't seen the videos, if you don't know what's going on, this altercation was outside. It wasn't inside to where she was inside feeling threatened. They were outside.
Well, she could have felt threatened outside.
No,
too.
you can feel threatened inside or outside.
It doesn't matter where. She could have felt threatened. So that's one thing. The other thing
Which makes very good sense.
is back to like what KK was saying. I'm not going to call the black or the white or whatever, but it all boils down to we see other people being handled differently. You can have one person with a gun and it can be 5 police officers and they're going to try to talk him into, stopping whatever he's doing. But when it's someone else, it's shoot. So again, it goes back to the point that I always make when we have these conversations is that where's the equality in treatment?
That sucks when you sit here and have to say when we always have these conversations, but that's another conversation.
Well, we have.
No,
We've talked about
it
this.
happens.
It sucks that we have these conversations.
Because
Yeah.
when
so
this
often.
happens, the first thing we do is find videos of the other race and how these situations are handled.
But the thing I don't like about when we compare videos of how some cops handle white people is because I believe I fuck with the cops, right? I fuck with black people. This is the thing. It's not a Crips or blood type deal where you can only be one side and not the other.
Right.
I fuck with black people. I fuck with white people. Fuck with Hispanics. And I fuck with the cops. I fuck with people, period.
Yeah.
The thing is that sometimes these cops that are running from these white people, so to speak, and we've seen all this shit, like those are sometimes the good cops. I'm pretty sure the individual would have most likely done that when there was a black person. Because sometimes cops just do it right?
I get that, but then why aren't there cases of...
There are. White people get shot by cops also.
They do, and I'm not saying that they don't.
Yeah.
It's just the way that they're handling a lot of these cases. Or,
They don't
or
get
they're handling,
shot the way we get.
Yeah,
No.
they don't get
Remember,
handled the way
we had that video.
I'm
Remember
agreeing
that
with you,
video
mind you.
that we had?
Which one?
When
We
the
had a lot
black
of-
people was like, yeah, shoot that motherfucker. Like, that's how the fuck we feel. You remember what I'm talking about when the white
that white dude got laid out? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
He
saying?
was
Like they
up
were like,
there.
man, shoot that much. Like that's
They
just
refused.
because if it was me, exactly that's exactly how the fuck we feel.
But that's how we feel. Now, the reality of it. Now, I'm not just playing the devil's advocate to play the devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
The reality of the situation is that it goes both ways. Now, is there a racial undertone to everything that happens in this country? Yes. I'm not going to deny
That's
that.
what America was built on.
I am not going to
Racism.
deny that. So we are not treated equally by the cops.
Right.
But I hate that we put racism on everything, right? Are cops more threatened by black people? Yes, they are. We are, as black people, I feel we are the more aggressive race, right? But we grew up like that. We had to grow up like that. You know, I
wouldn't
mean,
say that.
I mean, everyone's like, oh, black people loud. Nigga, we had to be loud growing up how we grew up. I grew up in a house of fucking 14. If I wasn't loud and outspoken, I wouldn't be heard. You've had to be loud. We have a different creed as black people. I wish a motherfucker would type creed.
But we nice too though. So.
No, but I'm not saying we're not nice. I'm saying we're
you don't
also.
think we nice
No, I'm
as
not
a race?
disagreeing.
Like
No,
yeah.
We can't deny the
That's
simple
a-
fact that we
no,
are a
because
different
Asian
race.
people are loud as hell too. So I mean, to just be like,
But we're not talking about Asian. We're talking about.
no, but I'm just saying we can't just say black people are this way and we're that way when there's other races or whatever who are that way as well.
Puerto Ricans are loud.
They're
But again,
just-
I don't think that's an insult. I don't think us being loud and aggressive is an insult. That's something we had to have always been. We've always had to fight for our shit.
So are we more? So okay, we're
We
aggressive.
just, we loud.
right?
Like I mean, it's not
Are we
always.
what?
It's not
So
always
what,
aggressive.
okay, so what were you saying? Like we're more aggressive. Black people are more aggressive in your opinion.
And I mean, in my
Is what you're saying.
in my opinion, black people, we are very dominant. We're very powerful. We're very boisterous. We're very aggressive when we have to be. We don't back down from shit as a whole if we don't feel like we should, right? Is that a threat to white people that are very submissive and passive? Of course that's going to be a threat to them because that's not their creed. That's not their nature. We are a wish I motherfucker would type race. Let's be honest. But we've had to be that way to gain the bullshit, shitty position that we're in now, which is, in my opinion, better than where we were 100 years ago. So,
Is it?
I mean, yes, it is. We're not, I mean, you understand the hanging,
Yeah.
the lynchings and shit that was going on back then?
mean,
It
that
is nowhere
part
near
was-
as bad. But that part's a big part, though.
So hold on real quick. We got Jarvis commenting here.
Pittman,
Yep.
you back in town, Jarvis?
He says we had to fight for freedom for right to vote. Oh, jeez.
Did you hiccup or burp or what?
No,
the fuck
someone
was
else
that?
is commenting, so it kind of moved.
Okay.
We had to fight for freedom, for right to vote, for civil rights, etc. The same things white people are born with the right to do.
Yeah. So I mean, we had to fight for that. So our creed is different, bro. So to sit here and pretend that we're not naturally looked upon as the aggressor, not because we want to, because we had to be, is ignorant of us. Like I told you before, if I go home in a dark alley, there's an alley to the right, alley to the left, white people to the right, black people to the left. I'm going down the alley with the white folks. I feel like I can fuck all them up. The black alley, you know, not saying I'm afraid of them, but if I had to fight them niggas, I would rather not fight them niggas. I'd rather fight that group of white folks.
Y'all better quit thinking white people can't fight either.
But you better quit thinking niggas can't fight neither. You don't
Who don't think that?
exactly. We don't think niggas can't fight. We feel we can take on some white folks. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So that threat that police so that threat that police have naturally is the same threat we have when we look, not a threat, but the same way we look at each other. We understand it, but we pretend like we don't. So that's what I was talking about before. We can't put ourselves in these situations knowing what we're up against.
What situations? Getting for the police to come?
There's situations that go ahead.
What about getting pulled over? Like, so you saying don't know that your back blinker don't work, you know what I'm saying, and get pulled over and get fucked over off some shit like that.
No,
Have you ever been in a car with a white person that got pulled over?
I've been, yes.
How did that go?
It goes well.
Quick story. I was leaving work one night. This had to be like 2 a.m. Motherfucker, he was flying down through Cibolo off 35.
Yeah.
Police pulled the motherfucker over. And I'm like, oh man, they finna fuck you up on this one. He's going at least 90. I'm just sitting on the passenger like, oh yeah, let me see how this go. Police looked at this motherfucker license and he had a Stone Oak zip code. He like, what are you doing here? What are y'all doing here? He like, I'm just giving him a ride home from work. He was like, why you going so fast? He was like, it's just late. I'm just trying to get home. He like, have a nice day. And I swear to God, I was like, what? Say the dude was like, well, shut the fuck up. I like, nah, fuck that. Nah, hell no.
Arrest us.
Man, 90. I like, if I'm going 50, my motherfucking ass. And then like, I was just glad to see that they asked, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because every time I get pulled over,
they ask you the same shit.
yeah, nigga, what the fuck you mean? Because I'm not in the zip code that's on my license. Like, I can't be here.
I got a car and it takes me other places.
Yeah, that's the worst question. And that question puts me in a motherfucking mood. Like, and I know I ain't supposed to be in the mood. I'm like, man, nigga, what you mean what I'm doing here? Like, just write the fucking ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I do stupid shit. And now I don't. I'm just yes sir, no sir. But back then when I was young, what the fuck you mean, man? Just write the ticket, let me go, shit. Like, you
posted about this though.
Yeah.
You posted talking about how, you know, hey, white folks, when your kids get older, do y'all have these conversations about how you need to interact with the cops?
Yeah.
So let's not pretend we don't understand how we're perceived,
Yeah.
and let's not also pretend that it's not warranted. Our threat that we have as black men, as black women, we have to have that. We've grown up.
I agree
with
on that. I mean, I agree on that part. Yeah.
So Andrea says, we don't want to go to war. White people come out the pussy shooting.
True.
That's fun. That is hilarious.
She said they come out the pussy shooting.
That is hilarious.
I mean, we don't want to go to war, but the thing is, we still wish the motherfucker would. We're not afraid to. At least most of us aren't, you know?
So we have someone that wants to call in. Dante Tucker says he wishes he could call in. I gave him the number, so.
Yeah, tell him to call in. Is he on WhatsApp?
You know Dante?
Oh.
So Dante, if you want to call in, download WhatsApp.
Oh.
You have the number, and we'll hear your ring, and we'll answer the phone. You can chime in. But that's the thing. So when this happens, we have to understand that, right? At some point, in any cases, should he have gotten shot in his back 7 times? No. My opinion, he should got his ass whooped behind the car when the first 2 police was on him the first time.
But do you see how everybody said no?
Yeah.
Nobody said, yeah, but he got a fucking record. I mean, like, that shit is pointless. Like, stuff really don't bother me.
Yeah.
Right.
This shit bothered me on social media this week. Like,
I was deleting motherfuckers.
Like, it was just like, I was deleting people, like I was saying, like, that motherfuckers that's coached my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be my son, and you gonna tell me? So Kiarby got fucking locked up for some bullshit. He got a fucking record, so he deserved to get shot in his back?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, this motherfucker want to inbox me. Hey, it wasn't personal, man. Please get the fuck out of my inbox, dog. Like, that shit
personal.
happens to us, dog. Like, y'all throwing this shit off like it ain't real. Like, this shit is real, man. Like, we really, I mean, I ain't gonna say we getting hunted, but, man, it sure feel like it.
The thing I say is, like, you know, I tell white people, like, you'll never have to worry about your child coming home after they've been called a nigga and be confused crying. Yeah. Like, these are things that you'll never have. Let's say if your child was called a colonizer or a cracker, you know, like, okay, you can bring that argument, but, like, that's kind of warranted. Like, y'all kind of deserve that title of colonizer. And, you know, it worked out for you guys. So,
It really did.
So I don't understand how you're sad about someone calling you a colonizer. Yeah. But somebody calling you a nigger?
Well, if you call him a nigger lover, that'll probably grind their gears.
Yeah. Hold on. Dante? Hold on. I'll see if I do him one better. See if I can give him a call. Who was the caller you said you had?
Dante Tucker.
See if we get Dante Tucker kind of interested on what his take is. Watch, he gonna be calling in talking about, hey, y'all got a couch to sell? Dante. See if Dante has a. We'll try him again. See if he has an 817 number. Contact him and see what's going on with Dante. I'm very interested on his take. But anyway, so that's the case. So, I mean, it's one of those situations that I've said time and time again is that, you know, we can't sit here and, you know, go into these.
That's the number you dial?
No, I did not.
No,
Oh, you
that's
know
it.
Dante.
That's my cousin, for real.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, okay. Well, I don't know who the fuck I dialed. I'm just calling.
I think said 817. No,
You want that's Dante's number?
You want me to go?
No. We're gonna call him through here.
Oh.
Tell him, have him download WhatsApp and tell him to call. But that's the thing. It's one of those situations. Again, we talked about. We need to talk about it again. I'm waiting for Dante to call. So the thing about that, the aftermath of that, and I thought that was beautiful. So the shooting happened. What day was that, Brenda? Sunday. Oh shit, Dante. Socially responsibly on the mic. I thought that was cool. Is that a cool way to answer the phone?
Yes, Mark.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, is this Dante?
Yeah, this is Dante. What's going on?
Nothing much. I heard you're KK's kinfolk, huh?
Yeah, that's my cousin, man.
Already. Well, I want to say thank you for tuning in and listening to the Socially Responsible podcast. We've heard that you have a take on. Let's hear it, man. Give it to us.
Yeah, man. I've been on one tonight. What's up, KK? You doing all right, bro?
I'm good, fam. What's up, man?
Good, man. Good. So I just wanted to call. I heard what you said about white people versus black people. How we kind of like we wish a motherfucker. Wish a person would. I don't mean to curse.
You can cuss.
We've been doing it already.
Oh, okay. But I feel like that's incorrect. White people have been this way since they came to America. I mean, they took this country by storm, by rioting and looting and tricking the Indians, and you know, they went to Africa and took us from our family, stole our heritage, beat us for 400 years. You know, spit in the face of people who tried to march against and protest against injustices. Just for people to say, even till today, you know, y'all not marching the right way. You know, rioting is wrong. But you look at Black Wall Street, they went over there and burned down the whole goddamn city.
Bombed the
whole
whole
thing. And killed over 300 black people. You know what I mean? Just because a white woman said that she got raped by a black man in the elevator. So, you know, when you say white people are, you know, they're docile or they're not aggressive, to me that's BS, man. They're super aggressive. They just I think the problem with white people is they're afraid that we're going to do to them what they've been doing to us for 500
That's
years.
exactly what it is.
Yeah. I agree.
That's the fear.
I agree.
They like
100%.
one day retribution is going to come. One day black people are going to rise up together and say, we've had enough. We're going to do to y'all what y'all been doing to us. That's what black people are afraid of.
That's what white people
nobody
are afraid
talks
of.
about.
That's
what white people are afraid of. I'm sorry.
And that's why they got to
White
keep
people
everybody divided. So that way
exactly.
we
That's
don't come
why
together.
they got to keep us down.
And
That's
keep
why they want to talk about Black Lives Matter, not the Ku Klux Klan, not the Aryan Nation. You know, those hate groups been around for a long time, but Black Lives Matter comes around something positive for black people to get together, like the Black Panther Party, and it's a problem. You know, is they burning down stuff, and how could they do this to our communities? White people have been doing that shit for years.
I think that I agree with what you're saying. Everything you're saying, you're spitting. So I agree with everything. White people are, and I don't want to say white people because, you know, I would love to label all white people, but I really fuck with and know some really down cool white folks. So again,
hey, but
they
label
people.
us. They label us.
Yeah. No, but
they don't say some black people are criminals. They say black. Like, look at the president.
No. I mean, you're right with everything you're saying, but we have to kind of.
Why we gotta be different?
We don't have to.
Exactly. Why we gotta do it
for this? It's one. I mean, but what I'm saying is that white people, you know, they are.
They're aggressive.
They're very aggressive.
They're aggressive,
but they're passive. They're very passive with their aggression. It's not the same, and it's almost.
Aggressive is aggressive.
It just don't scare us. You're like, man, get the fuck out of here.
And that's the thing. It's completely, their fight is not what our fight was. So I get what you're saying. Are they aggressive? Have they done some shit? But it's all been some hoe ass shit. It's like that nigga that punch in the club and hide in the club and hide behind everybody. Nigga that punch you in the gut and then just go and then just go duck and hide. You know what I mean?
Right.
So their aggression, it is real. I get it. But it's always been on some sideways shit. It's never been like you know what I mean?
Well, I'll say I agree.
Sneaky.
I agree with what you're saying. It's true, but now because we have Donald Trump in office, I feel like the aggression is coming out more.
They still bitches though. They still be homies.
Now people. Well, I mean, they're bitches, but I mean, you know, they get together in their rallies with the, you know, "Make America Great Again." My question has always been, when was America great? What time period are we talking about? You know, so to say "Make America Great Again," I think is some bullshit. And then
agreed.
you know, they're tough when they're in numbers. That's how I look at it. You know, when they're
and they know if
5
we
or
were to
10
get
of them
together,
motherfuckers riding on the back of a truck looking for a black person to mess with. When there's 5 or 6 cops on one black man when they pull him over in his car for a speeding ticket or a taillight out, and they end up shooting his ass, you know, they're tough in numbers. So I agree. They're gonna throw their rocks and hide their hands when there's one of them. But when there's 2 or 3 or more of them gathered, shit, they tough.
I mean, they're legally tough. They still hide behind their privilege. You know what I mean? So again, you're not saying nothing incorrect at all. Right. And I know you're not on here to be right. I know you're not on here to be wrong.
No,
you're here to speak your truth.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. But I don't like to say but because it means like everything.
Fuck your point, nigga.
Fuck your point.
But you said all that to say this, nigga. Fuck, but
you wrong and I'm right.
Yeah, but I hate to say but what I'm saying is that, you know, they are equally aggressive as you say. It's just their aggression is different. It's not for the right to walk the streets. It's not for the right for the kids to be free. It's not for the right to eat at the same restaurant, to have the same equal liberties. Their aggressiveness is because, you know, I don't want you on my side of town. And it's kind of passive. We're going to fucking call the cops and run away. We're going to, you know, we're you know, and that's kind of their situation.
It's just to keep the control.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's to keep the control. And if they got to butter you up a little bit like they've been doing for years, then that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they run a lot of shit, you know, music industry, what we watch, what we listen to, how we portray ourselves. That's the way they keep us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's even deeper than that. You know, they brainwashed us as a people to believe white is right. You know, because the host said, you know, if it was an alley full of black people or an alley full of white people, he'd take the white side because he think he can whoop them. But that's like the wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what they want you to believe. But they gonna get you. They gonna get you worse than we gonna get you.
Yeah, they gonna skin your motherfucking ass.
They're going to passively aggressively get me down the road. But as far as that fight, fucking them up.
Nah, they gonna get you, man. They gonna get you, and then they gonna call the cops, and the cops gonna kill you. We just gonna beat your ass and let you go home.
That's that passive aggressive shit. And that's that passive aggressive. They'll get me down the road, but for that fight, I'm fucking them up. And that's the difference. And you know what I mean?
You just want to win the fight.
No, I mean, because I'm thinking about going home. I'm not thinking about dying that night. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. The police are the white folks gonna kill you, man. Look, there's many of examples of black people getting drugged behind a truck in Texas. You know what I mean? There's plenty of examples of a man jogging down the street, as we know, went into a vacant house, came out, and then white neighbors killed his ass. You know, there's the white. You think that you gonna go down there and take out them white folks? Them white folks are ready for your ass. Like I'm telling you.
So how do you feel about this whole? How do you feel about the Jacob Blake situation? Do you think it has? Again, we know it has a racial undertone. Undertone. So we're not even going to comment on that. But do you think it was race based?
Yes.
You do?
Always do. Any interaction with the police, I think, is race based.
Okay.
And I'll give you a quick little story real fast. In San Antonio, Texas, there's a program called the Citizens Police Academy, and anybody can sign up, and you'll get I think it's 16 weeks of training with the police as a citizen. You show up on Tuesday nights. They give you a ride in a patrol car. They show you the dogs. They show you the helicopter. You know, you get to go through like the whole police academy, what the police do, but as a citizen. Like you don't get paid, as volunteer based. Uh-huh. So when I went in there, they talk about the demographic of representation of our population versus theirs. So there's, of course, more Hispanics in San Antonio than anybody, but the white people are at the top, and then the smaller demographic of black officers is very small, just like the number in San Antonio.
So you fuck with the police?
Yeah, the police. Yeah, San Antonio, SAPD.
Okay, fuck with the police, huh?
No, I don't, man. Fuck the police.
I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
No. I did
Unless
that
them
just
niggas is running in my house.
So I could see, because I feel like I want to know what kind of training these people get, because they don't know how to handle us out here. And I say all that to say, I believe it was racial because even though I had a background check done on me, I'm an executive for the government. I have a government job. I make good money. I've been doing it for 18 years now. Okay. Even with all of that, when I got on my ride along with the police, they was looking at me crazy. I got a fucking SAPD T-shirt on. Like, damn, I've been in the class for 8 weeks. Y'all know I ain't finna do nothing to nobody. Y'all telling me to go ride with this person, and it took like half a shift for them to finally like kind of calm down and
loosen up.
Now we can kind of be
because you was riding with him, he couldn't do what the fuck he wanted to do.
I'm riding with them, like goddamn, man. What do you think I'm gonna do?
I mean,
I'm riding with you.
Kanye has this line that I use all the time. Even though you're in a Benz, you're still a nigga in a coupe. So I mean,
and that's the damn truth, man. And I feel like every officer that's not of us, that doesn't come from the hood, that wasn't raised around black people, they have this fear of us, again, retaliating against them because of the things they've done to us. That's all it is. It's guiltiness on their part.
It is. And everything you said, I agree. Again, I know you're not on the show to get kudos, right, wrongs, but what you
feel passionately about it.
No. Yeah. What you're saying is right. I mean, they are aggressive. The white folks are, and again, you know, if you're not the white person we're talking about, then just don't let this shit offend you. But if you are, we're fucking talking about you. But white people are aggressive in their acts. But again, I feel that their aggression,
those are the true thugs.
Their aggression is different. It doesn't come from pain, from hurt, from not the have-nots, like like it does with us. So again, thanks for the call, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all having me on.
No, I appreciate you calling and save the number. Tune in. If you ever have something to spit and talk to us about, because not only are we trying to sit here and give y'all some knowledge and educate you and pitch you onto some stuff and have a conversation, we're also here to gain knowledge from you guys as well.
Yeah, we want to hear from people who are listening and watching as well.
So once again, thank you for tuning into the Socially Responsible Podcast. We got a lot of good shit for you for the rest of the show.
Right on, man.
All right, fam.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Dante.
So do you know any cops personally? Or?
I know a couple of cops personally. I have a cop friend I used to work with at AT&T. Fucking cool. He's Batman. Like, he is Batman to me. I know him personally. He's a good guy.
Dude, I just want to know, like, I just want to ask a cop, like, do they fucking know that getting pulled over is the most frustrating shit ever?
They don't like stops. They don't like doing traffic. They understand that.
I've seen, like, white people get pulled over, like, motherfucker, what you pull me over for? Like, and I get to that point when I get pulled over, and then another cop come, and like they were saying, like, oh, like, what the fuck, nigga, my tag is a month late. Like, what all these police here for? Now I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking frustrating. And then to sit there and just let this motherfucker be like, hey, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Like, it's fucking frustrating. Everybody get frustrated when they get pulled over. Like, especially if it's like, you know how many times I've been, what the fuck you pull me over for? Like, I want to say that shit so bad. Like, why can't I just go to work, man? What the fuck are you pulling me over for?
No,
why do you need other cars behind you for some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was you scared of? Like,
I've gotten beat up by the cops. No bullshit. I was definitely one of these situations.
Talking shit?
No, not talking shit. Just got pulled over and fucking harassed and jailed and locked up. Fucked up. I have a big ass scar on my head right here from it. I had busted lip, bleeding, everything in Selma. It was a very bad situation. Adrian Gilbo, my nigga, and Mike Clark, they'll attest to it. And I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing. I could have made this something, but that was back then when I didn't know what something was. You know, I'm a nigga from from Northeast San Antonio. Grew up by niggas from the East Side. We don't know that we have, like, that's bad. We feel like that's how the cops treat us, and we just move with it. You know, we don't realize that, we have, this was back in the day before killing cops was publicly known, before Facebook, but when it was just fucking MySpace. That was the deal.
Killing cops or cops killing?
Cops killing us.
There you go.
You know, the biggest thing we heard back then was Rodney King, and niggas was getting killed by cops all the time. And now we have a new name every other month, damn near, Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it was a different situation back then. But I will say that, we have to understand where we're at. Like we have to fight with our heads, not with our fists. We're not going to win that fight. We're not.
Yeah, but that topic is like never ending, because it's going to keep going back and forth to, you can fight with your head and still lose, fight with your fist, you still going to lose. So it's one of those topics where you damned if you do and you kind of damned if you don't.
But if you fight with your hands, you live. You live to fight another day.
So Damon.
Where's that from?
Friday.
Go ahead.
J.R. Wesley says, DC, don't say the names, but our teammates are full of shit.
Yeah, no, we had, Oil.
He said, don't say no names.
I didn't say names. Oil, Jason?
You can't.
No.
Somebody dark or something?
Shit up.
No. He'll understand. It's very discreet. Kind of like Ashley Madison. But
We both smashed. Decoded.
No, it's a dude. But no, this is the thing. Like people, you think people rock with you. Last week when we got off the show, my closing argument was make sure you don't have fucking squares in your circle, right? KK found this shit out this week, right? And he probably already knew, but them motherfuckers was out. This election is coming up. You know how many friends I'm gonna lose between now and November 3rd, November 5th? You know how many fucking friends I'm going to lose from here till then? You understand how many people are intimidated by my blackness? You know? So we had a friend that was kind of like someone we rocked with. We played football with. Somebody we felt that had our back. We went to battle with these guys. Coming to find out,
Not so much. He's one of the people in that alley that you would walk down.
Yeah, he wrote a laundry list of how he felt about some of these shootings, about how he felt. It's like they don't understand.
They don't fucking get it.
They don't understand why we're here or why we feel about how we feel. And the crazy thing about it, I posted this on social media. I simply said that you have to understand how slavery affected black people for those 400 years. Mind you, in those 400 years, a generation was about 15 fucking years. So in those 400 years, you have a good, 20, 25 generations that treatment and that fear and that livelihood was passed down. 20 to 25 generations. It fucked us up. Now, on the flip end of that, you have to understand how a white individual, they had that same privilege. 25 fucking generations.
After that, yep.
You have to understand that through those 400 years, it fucked up white people as well. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah.
So they have this undying privilege that this world and this country is theirs.
They don't understand how they came to that belief.
They don't, and they're fucked up on accident. You know what I mean? So I don't have no sympathy for them at all. Trust me, I don't. But you know, like, y'all have to realize y'all are fucked up, too. It's not just us going through this psychological shit. Y'all are psychologically fucked up, too. This privilege y'all have, it shouldn't be had. Y'all need to get that shit fixed. Mm-hmm. It's not us that needs to go to counseling. Y'all motherfuckers, too. Go ahead.
I think what really sucks about, like, what you're talking about is a lot of, like, whoever it is you're talking about who made a long list of things, people like that, there's a lot of people who are like that, and they're not even trying to get any understanding. Like, they don't even try to understand why we feel the way we feel.
They don't even listen.
That's what I'm saying. They don't. They're niggas. They ignorant because they not. You know, they not trying.
Niggas.
Did y'all comment on the shit?
Jason didn't. I don't know if I did. I woke up in the morning and Jason's like, "Man, check this goddamn post out." But there was another guy on our football team that said something. And I got in his ass. I know I said something on that one, and I don't think we're friends anymore.
He says he's gonna send you a text that's gonna shock you.
Okay, but that's the thing. So hey,
that's that alley you gonna go down.
That Tobe guy that I was rapping, that was Jason in the locker room. Jason was the first nigga I knew with a South Side fade. I thought that was the ugliest ass haircut ever in life.
I thought so too.
He had that ugly ass South Side. That nigga was straight from A-Leaf. That one nigga was SWAT nigga. He was.
Nigga got goals.
He don't have goals.
Niggas with them Southside,
that
goals go with it like it's a fucking.
He don't have goals. Nigga ain't got no hair right now neither though. So the nigga's
Goals
completely
and a
bald.
You don't really need no hair for no Southside though, do you?
Well, he don't have enough for a Southside.
That's just that little bitty piece right there.
Patch.
Yeah, that shit was a mess.
Coochie patch.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I couldn't do it.
But that nigga, that a cool nigga. Me and him used to argue all the time. But he's a good guy. But yeah, we have stories. You'd expect people that would fuck with you. And this was a big, D1 program. You know what I mean? This was Big 12 football, Texas Tech. We was in Lubbock, Tech. I learned a lot about racism in college. I learned a lot in Lubbock, Texas.
Where you was at?
Lubbock.
Nigga, in Lubbock.
Lufkin.
Nigga, I learned a lot about it. I learned a lot about how, you shouldn't be this black this week, And it's crazy because when I got to college, that's when I understood I was a black individual. I grew up in high school, my family, so I was always a nigga. I was black. I was my family the whole time. But I didn't realize how black, like my blackness, I didn't realize it until I got around white folks. Because it was different. I didn't have that same scene that I saw at home every day.
Yeah.
So that is when I became the nigga that I am today. What'd he say?
He says he's not from the hood and he had hoes.
He did have hoes.
But he said he sent it to you.
I'll check it out. Hey, do I need to check it now, Jason, or should I check it after the show? Let me know.
He says read it on the show.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Read it, Brandon. You got the code to my phone.
But it's so many cities though in Texas, man, that
Jasper, shit. The shit he was talking about that nigga getting
you gotta
drugged.
stay the fuck. What's the one out there about Corpus?
Oh no, he didn't wrote a book.
Is it Viter? Is it Viter or
Viter is going towards Dallas.
is that the city that's all fucked up? That you're not. It's a city with a V. I can't remember the name of the
Viter.
shit.
It's going towards Dallas. They always say don't stop there.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
dragging people behind their car.
Yeah, I had when I was with DHL, I had a few cities I would go to, and you know, most cities have them little cities just like one big ass Ace Hardware store, and you can in a one corner store, and they be like, "Hey, you lost?" I'm like, "Shit, no sir."
Real
Turning
quick.
the fuck around.
So Jason sent me this, and I guess it's someone from the team that posted this, I'd assume. He said that guy had a warrant out for his arrest for sexual assault, and his own girlfriend called the cops on him. When are black people going to stop making career criminals who make bad decisions and fight with police be an example to put on T-shirts?
Somebody posted that shit on
Let me finish. Hold on.
online.
And he says this is how they think.
He said, all you're doing by excusing this behavior is teaching your he has an issue on how we're teaching our youth, right? This motherfucker. Behavior is teaching our youth that it's okay to be criminal and resist arrest and fight cops because we will have your backs. That is wrong. More black kids will die at the hands of cops as a result. They'll only act more hostile towards police and end up dead. Holler at me when you want to support for real injustice, but I'm sitting this one out. Fuck Jacob. I don't know why I said Taylor. I thought it was Jacob Jacob Blake. But he said, fuck Jacob Taylor. I'm not putting him on my T-shirt. Let me know when we march or protest for Andre Emmett. I'll put Dre on my T-shirt. A real hero with real injustice.
He black nigga?
Who? No, the guy
That was stupid. Next.
is a white guy.
Oh, he a white guy?
I would assume. Jason, was he a white guy, black guy? I mean, this is the
You talking
shit
about the basketball player from Tech?
Yeah, when they got shot. Yeah, he would put Andre Emmett on his shirt and support his murder for injustice as opposed to Jacob Blake, which is
so tell
first of all, fuck you for getting this dude's name wrong. His Jacob Blake. It's not Jacob Taylor.
He said it was a typo.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing, though, man. Like, they don't understand. Okay, the two niggas got in trouble for that shit. For killing Andre Emmett.
Quick, fast, justice was served.
2 days them niggas was in jail.
But that's my point. That's my whole point.
Justice was served in that.
This is the thing about that. So you have situations like that, right? And this is how much they have us realizing how much we are unvalued as a race, right? Mm-hmm. Black people will see another black man and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that nigga, right? We see a white person fancy car, we're like, we ain't gonna fuck with that nigga. We get life fucking with that white dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck. We understand our consequences for robbing, raping, or harassing a white individual.
Still.
We know we ain't gonna get no real time for fucking with a nigga if we get caught. And that's even if they fucking do a criminal investigation on this case. So it's like we understand, like psychologically on the back end, we don't even value ourselves because we know we ain't shit by them. We know you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's the bad thing about it. Like they got us so fucked up. Like guys, like the shit we're doing, criminals are gonna be criminals. Be criminals, do what you want to do. I get it. You know, not everybody's good, whatever. That's what it is. You'll be whatever. Right. But guys, we gotta be smarter. And I'm not talking about black on black crime is the thing, because black on black crime is
it needs to stop. It's fucking
crime needs to stop.
Yeah.
All of the above is my stance.
But we would be doing the same marching and looting if I kill you, I kill her, you kill, and get away with the shit like the police get away with it.
It's a bad situation. So I mean, we could talk about this all day. So after this Jacob Blake situation happened, the guy was dead. Something good happened. Chris Paul was one of the first guys that made this stance.
The series is tied now. What did you find at the end of this game that helped you guys pull away?
I don't know. That's all good and well. I just want to send my prayers out to Jacob Blake and their family. You know, the things that, you know, we decided to come down here to play for, and we said we're going to speak on the social injustice and the things that continue to happen, you know, to our people. It's not right. It's not right. So the win is good, you know, but voting is real. I'm going to challenge all my NBA guys, other sports guys. Let's try to get our entire teams registered to vote. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on in the country. Sports is cool, it's good and well. It's how we take care of our families, but those are the real issues that we got to start addressing.
So that was something that was kind of dope. So Chris Paul came out and they're asking about the game. And you understand the NBA came back because of Black Lives Matter and they're going to support everything. So that was kind of dope. He actually stood by it. Instead of coming back for Black Lives Matter, he never addressed it during the season. You're like, oh, we're back for Black Lives Matter shirts, logos on the field, logos on the court. And it's like, hey, let's talk about this shit. Something happened. This is what we're here for. Let's address what we're here for. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, for him to actually speak on it. I think a lot of, well, I don't want to say a lot of them because he actually took a stance.
Yeah.
To you know, for in that moment, which is I don't want to be wrong, but I haven't seen very many, you know, take it. I know we watched, what's his name, the sports dude.
Kenny Smith.
When he
jumped off.
But I mean,
stage.
for a player.
He stood up. So Chris Paul is the head of the NBAPA, National Basketball Players Association, NBAPA or something like that.
He's the head of that?
The president of that, Chris Paul.
I didn't even know.
So he handles all the player relations type shit. He's the person that the NBA talks to, and then texts him, and he talks to the players. Any grievances and complaints goes to Chris Paul. He talks to the NBA. He's that guy.
I didn't even know they had that. I didn't even know that existed.
And you know now, he's that guy.
Wow.
He's that guy. So it's a real serious thing. So anyway, he's the head of that. So it's good that he spoke on it. This was the Monday when he spoke on it. The shooting happened Sunday. That happened Monday. They played their Monday games. They played their Tuesday games. Milwaukee was supposed to play on Wednesday. They did not play. They're the first team that actually had the first actual protest. Kind of like the sit-ins that would happen. They had a protest, say, hey, we're not fucking going out and playing because of X, Y, and Z. After that, Major League followed. The Twins said they're not playing. MLS, which is the soccer league, they're not playing.
MLS.
Hockey, they're not playing. Osaka, the 17, 18, 19-year-old phenom.
I think she's only 16.
16-year-old tennis phenom. She was in the semi-finals match. Mm-hmm. That was right before you go to the finals. Right before you go to the championship. She said, I'm not playing today. I'm good. Fuck y'all. At the end of the day, I'm a black person first, so I'm not going to play.
She said she's a black woman first, right?
A black woman.
She's on black woman first. Yeah.
I'm a black woman first, and I'm not playing.
Like I'm out.
Yeah. And I'm glad they let her postpone the match and then just disqualify her like they were supposed to.
Right.
And they're going to still let her go back and play, so that was kind of dope. The NFL, I think the Detroit Lions didn't practice that day, which is weird because they need as much practice as they can get. But they decided not to practice. The Cardinals are thinking about not playing the first game of the season.
Houston Texans as well.
Houston Texans. Cliff Kingsbury, head coach at the Cardinals at Arizona. NHL. I think they're the last ones on the list. They said we're not playing anymore.
God darn it, we got to go ahead and join too.
Yeah, and they're playing in Canada. I think they have 2 different bubbles in Canada. And all their games, like the bubble in Orlando for NBA, they have 2 different bubbles in Canada, so they're playing out their games there, so they didn't play
trying to get in one of these
either. Yeah. Kenny Smith, like you said, he walked off the set and said he's going to stand in solidarity with the players, even though he's not a player, but he just feels like he just shouldn't work today. I'm going to support them. Yeah. Chris Webber, he said some dope shit, right?
He had some sentiments.
Check it out.
I have young nephews that I've had to talk to about death before they've even seen it in a movie. If not now, when? If not during a pandemic and countless lives being lost, if not now, when? That's all I just want to hear from the rest of the night while everybody's pontificating and thinking and soapboxing and all of that. We know nothing is going to change. We get it. If Martin Luther King got shot and risked his life, Medgar Evers, if we've seen this and all of our heroes constantly taken down, we understand it's not going to end. But that does not mean, young men, that you don't do anything. Don't listen to these people telling you don't do anything because it's not going to end right away. You are starting something for the next generation and the next generation to take over. Do you have to be smart? Yes. Do you have to make sure that you have a plan? Yes. Do you have to be articulate about that plan? Yes. All of those things. But that's what you're going to do. They're professionals. They know how to be the best of themselves. And so I applaud it. I applaud it because it is the young people. It is the young people leading the way. And I applaud them.
That was a powerful statement, Didi.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, we have a fight, right?
There is a fight. It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah. So I mean, y'all keep the fight. Your daughter, your kids.
Mm-hmm. My 24-year-old daughter. I have a son who's 9, and
she's fighting for him. Shit.
Yeah. So.
Is your daughter active in it?
I don't think she's really active in it.
She's aware.
She's aware of it. She's aware of how she needs to behave. She like all the stuff that we talk about. I've had that. She's in Fort Worth, Dallas right now. Or she's Fort Worth.
Might as well be Dallas, right?
Yeah,
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, because it's not Fort Worth, Dallas. But she's there, and so I check on her, and that's what's crazy is because I am checking on her, and when I'm talking to her, I have to talk to her about, police, behavior, all this, what we have to talk to our kids about, how, make smart decisions and stuff like that. So, I mean, I get it,
It'll get better.
I hate to say it is what it is because it shouldn't have to be that.
Yeah.
But all I can do is just make sure I continue to talk to her and that she's aware.
Mm-hmm.
And just make sure she's saying them prayers.
Well, this is a good time because I mean, things are gonna change. That one song Sam Cooke, "Change Will Come."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is that time. This is a very good time in history. I am curious on what these historians will say about this in our kids' history books. What are they gonna say about Black Lives Matter, man?
Nothing. There are no books.
Well, they're pamphlets. They're pamphlets or whatever they're gonna have.
Worksheets. They're not getting ready to have no Black History worksheets for the kids to go home with and study.
What the fuck is it you're learning with our tax dollars?
I think I just think this shit is crazy. It's crazy that all this stuff is happening all over again, that history is repeating itself. It fucking sucks. It's dumb to me. It should have been already over with, but it's starting back up. But I feel like it's starting back up. There's a reason behind it. And every time, we talk about this a lot. We talk about this often. There's a reason why this stuff is going on again. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But there's a reason why this shit is repeating itself. And part of me wants to say that it's repeating itself is because we're allowing it to happen. We're still divided. We're still very much so divided.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's part of the problem. That's
division will always fuck up anything.
So yeah, that's what division is created for, the divide.
The fuck up everything.
So until we can start to fucking get along,
we'll have to figure that out, right? I mean,
to me, it looks like it's a long journey. I don't know. I don't want to be negative, but it just seems like it's way far up the road.
One, I don't think shit has ever stopped. I don't think this is something new. Not saying you said that, but I just don't think that it's ever stopped. I think what has changed is that technology has gotten better, so now it's being recorded, so we can see what's happening in Kenosha. We can see what's happening
in our faces.
We can see what's happening in Minnesota that we would have never ever seen before. Mm-hmm. Now you have an iPhone that you can just slap down and press record, and it records automatically. Mm-hmm. So now the ability to get access to your recording devices are easier.
Much easier.
And then everyone has one now, whether you're fucking 55 or 5. Everyone has a recording device. So those are the issues that. So as far as things have not changed, it's just being recorded. Racism hasn't changed; it's just being recorded, as Will Smith said. I think Will Smith said it. But then, kind of like we were talking about earlier when I read that message that Jason sent me from a teammate of mine. This is another guy who was a teammate in the NFL. Of course, a white gentleman by the name of I Can Hit Hard Like Brian Urlacher. If I made a yellow, hell yeah, I'm about to macker.
Okay, real quick. Yeah. If anybody knows where that is from,
please let us know.
Please tell us.
Sing it again, Damien. What's the rap line? Do it again.
It's a Houston deal. So it's like from one of those north side tens or the before the cap or after the cap. He was like, I get hit hard like Brian Urlacher. If I meet a yellow head, yeah, I'm about to macca.
Who sings that or who raps that?
I think it was Magno that said some shit like that in one of his freestyles. But anyway, Brian Urlacher was in the news again. Not again, but he put out a tweet. All right. He said Brett Favre played the Monday Night Football game the day his dad died. Threw 4 touchdowns in the first half and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife, wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant, was shot by police. So he doesn't believe in this whole thing. He's more concerned about the specific shooting and the specific individual as about the shit that we're kneeling for and fighting for, which is the injustice and the inequality of black men in the system when it comes to our whatever with authority. Whether it's the government, whether it's a police lady, whether it's somebody in a supermarket, whether it's a manager at a store. That is the issue. It has nothing to do with someone being shot because they're getting... It's the overall situation for black people sucking. If you don't realize that there's inequality and there's racism in the city and there's inequality in the judicial system, then where the fuck have you been these last umpteen years? That's the shit that Brian Urlacher said, and that's the shit why he's kind of the whole Chicago Bears organization said we don't fuck with him no more. We don't stand by nothing he said. We don't get it. These organizations, y'all don't understand. Y'all white folks that are out here saying this shit again. If this is not you, don't fucking comment because I'm not talking about you. But all y'all white folks or whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, or even black people that are shunning the black race and are forcing America to fuck with us. Like, you understand, you're this is not a line that you want to cross. It's not a threat, but you're giving us that backing that we've never had before that you don't want the black society have. You have people that are screaming Black Lives Matter that would never even give a thought about a black life before because it was never in their existence.
Right.
Now they're having sympathy and caring. So the more shit that you're doing, you're alienating yourself from the world and you're giving us more power. So I thank you. We need that support as a black race, as a minority.
That I will say that did change that the support, because I didn't think there was going to be very much support.
The NFL apologized for not supporting Colin.
Yeah.
5 years later, they apologized. We should have supported Colin when he was trying to make. Like, you have the NFL, who people compared to a plantation slave trade when it comes to the draft and how they orchestrate the league and how they run their league.
Oh, but it still is though. That's the way they do it.
Oh man,
that's.
And then after all of this shit that happened, Didi, out of everything that happened, the guy being shot, NFL protesting, NBA sports organizations,
all of it.
Guess what happened? This motherfucker came into Wisconsin with an AK-47 from his neighboring state, Illinois, and just shot some motherfuckers.
Hey, how he doing?
Y'all, hey, this white on white crime has to stop.
How he doing?
This white on white crime.
Is he still alive?
He's breathing. He's alive. Hey, unfortunately, fortunately, Jacob Blake is alive.
Yeah.
He didn't die. He got shot 7 times in his back. He's alive.
Good for him.
But he may be paralyzed from the waist down.
But is he still alive? How many times did he get shot?
He got shot, actually, let me count. No. 0 times, actually.
Okay, that's my point. All right.
0 times.
That's my point.
And as Jacob Blake was in the hospital bed, paralyzed from the waist down, guess what? Guess where his hands were?
Where was his hand?
Handcuffed to the bed.
They handcuffed his ass to the bed.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's gonna run away. They had him handcuffed to the bed as he was shot 8 times in the back, paralyzed.
So that's my point when we have this discussion. It's not about white. It's not about black. It's the way that the one that's getting the better treatment. And how I'm gonna put it. Okay, so that way I don't have to say the color.
The color, yeah.
The color. There should be equality, and there's no equality. There's no equality in the treatment.
Not only was he handcuffed to the bed, they had
that's
officers.
Some bullshit.
They had officers outside of the door, watching his door, making sure he doesn't escape.
But there aren't any officers in his room, and he's not tied to the bed.
Oh no,
that's that bullshit.
Nah,
that's that bullshit. So that's my point.
In defense, he's actually in jail facing like 6 charges, 2 murders, 2 murder charges. He has a pretty bad situation on his.
But
head
he didn't get shot.
He also surrendered. Different situation. Now, one thing I will say about white people that are doing these bullshit crimes, mass shootings and things like that.
They know they can go and shoot and
they're literally surrendering. They're doing bad shit.
I'm gonna go shoot these motherfuckers that I don't like, and then I'm gonna surrender because I know they're gonna treat me different. So I'm gonna shoot everybody I want to shoot, and then I'm gonna surrender, and I know I'm gonna go to Burger King before they send me to jail.
Yeah, I mean they're surrendering. White people, they play the system well. Black people, we don't really surrender too much.
That's that aggressive passiveness.
Exactly.
That we just finished talking about.
And black people are not gonna surrender. We're not going to do. We know what we're facing. We're trying to get out that situation. There's been times where black people have surrendered and still got shot.
Yeah.
So I mean,
again, another one of my points.
Yeah.
You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
So it's one of those things. But I've also seen situations where white people have surrendered and got murdered. There was a guy in a hotel in Vegas or whatever, that little boy that was in a hotel, and he literally surrendered. He's on the ground, and a police unloaded like 20 shots in his ass. Damn. It was a bad situation. It was worse. It was not worse, but it was up there with a lot of the shit that happened with black folks. There was a white cop shooting another white guy. It was
that white on white crime needs to stop.
That shit that's horrible. Y'all are doing an injustice for yourselves. But that white boy got. It was a bad situation. It wasn't good. Again, I don't think it's cops. I think it's the individual. So when we see those bad situations, the situations where the white guy is attacking the police officer and the police officer chooses not to pull his gun out, I think he didn't do it not because he was white. I think it's because he was a good fucking cop. Because good cops do exist, right? Let's not pretend like they don't.
It just seems like they don't ever exist when it's.
No, it's not that. It's just what we see. We see a lot of traffic stops. We see a lot of traffic stops in situations where a black person should be killed by a white person. You would think it, and the white cop has probably handled it properly. We don't see those on camera, though. Those aren't cops. I don't want to say
that somebody should be a black. What did you say? A black cop should be.
What? Well, what I said, and I probably said it wild. So let me tighten it up. So there's probably situations where a white cop is in a situation with a black bad guy or whatever, and there's a situation where like the white cop should probably shoot the black guy, not because he's black, because he's doing some bad shit, and the white cop chooses not to shoot the black guy and apprehends him differently. So those situations do exist. Let's not act like they don't.
Right.
We just don't see them and they don't get recorded, but they happen pretty often.
Good.
I'm sure.
In other words, you have a
good cops exist.
You have a good cop who's actually
doing
the right thing.
We're just seeing the bad cops
with a black person.
Exactly. Whether it's race related or not, they're bad fucking cops. We're not going to pretend like race isn't a thing, but they're just bad cops. So we have Kyle. We've heard he had Molotov cocktails thrown at him. He was kicked in the head. Someone hit him with a skateboard. We heard he was doing self-defense measures on videos, which kind of shows he was kind of in a self-defense situation. We've seen a lot of things. We saw him shoot one guy, then run off. And he got hit in the head with a guy with a skateboard, and he came back and shot that guy, and then laid fire out and spread some shots around other places.
He got to do a lot of shit.
And then he surrendered to the cops. And then there's even a situation where cops were passing him, but he wasn't working for the cops. Now I'm going to say this, and I said this before. The cops kind of let him go because he was familiar to the cops, not because he was working for the cops, but he was part of a group that was quote unquote helping out the cops.
But they shouldn't have let him go based on that. What he did was still wrong. That's the problem.
But I don't know. I don't know for sure if they saw him murder the guys or if they saw people running and saying he murdered somebody. So again,
but he out there with a damn gun with his mouth open.
He always had a gun though.
He was yelling.
But the militia that he was with, all of them had guns though. So the cops knew they had guns because they were there to quote unquote help the cops, so to speak. Vigilante type, not vigilante, but hey, we're here. It's nothing wrong with walking down the street with a gun. You can do that legally.
Yeah,
but
it's
different when a white and a black person, but you can do it legally. So
about black and white.
There's so much issues in this story that are gonna be uncovered, and he's going to be tried by a jury of his peers.
Yeah.
So when it comes to something like this in self-defense, he might get the fuck off. He might get a weapons charge. I don't think he'll get his 2 murder charges because again, he shot one guy that hit him in the head with a skateboard. And of course they have that stand your ground, which I don't know if it's in that state, Wisconsin, but it does exist in other states. Florida, IE Florida, I believe here in Texas. And then the other guy that he shot in the video, I'm not sure what happened. There was Molotov cocktails they said they were thrown at him. So it's a bunch of information, a bunch of rumors out there. So we don't know what the truth is yet, but this is going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen to him. Right now he has 6 charges, weapons charges, 2 murders, and some other things on him. Because again, he came from Illinois across state line, 17 years old, carrying a weapon that was bought by his mother to him. Illinois is a state, I know Chicago for sure is a state that guns are not allowed. It's a city that guns are not allowed in Chicago. I think Illinois is a state like that, kind of like New York, where guns are not allowed. So how you possess that is another conversation. But that's the story, man. That's the whole spiel on Jacob Blake and everything that transpired due to that. So it's a lot of information that we don't know. We literally told y'all a bunch of rumors because we don't have the information. But again, we'll come back to it.
But hey, we give them what we've been given.
I appreciate the NBA and sports because I've always said that sports has been one of those things that have given us equality. Mind you, before sports, white folks didn't fuck with us. Then we started winning games for the team, for the Yankees. We started hitting home runs for the Yankees. All of a sudden,
you were doing something for them.
But it is something that
and they decided to profit from it too.
Yeah, they banking, but we've profited as well. Again, not like them, so I'm not trying to say one is good, but you know, sports. If it wasn't for sports, we'd still be niggas to this day to them. You know, we'd be. It's
exactly. Just not as it's passive.
As open, yeah.
It's passive.
It wouldn't be as passive. We would still be years beyond civil rights. Yeah. But they realized they never realized we're humans and we're just like them until they started coaching our kids in Little League, and their kids were hanging out like on what was that movie? Remember the Titans when you had the mother and realized like he's just a normal boy like my boy, and then all that you realize now we're human because you realize we're people too. Sports helped out with that. If it wasn't for sports, we'd still be, you know what I mean? And even the shit that they went through, like Jackie Robinson. Of course, he was in the major leagues with the Yankees. They chose him not because he was the best, because they felt he could mentally handle the bullshit that they knew he was going to handle. That's a hard task to give somebody.
To mentally handle. So we know you can mentally handle this shit, so we're going to load it on you.
So I feel that you can take being called a nigger more than he can. And I feel like you'll take it and won't fight back, and he'll kind of do some nigger shit. So we're going to have you come to the majors for us. It was one of those type of situations, but it had to happen, and look where we're at now because of it, which sucks that we have to say, like, look where we're at now. So that's one of those situations. So, again, you know, this is where we're at. We're in a country to where we're still visiting the same shit. Mm-hmm. We got a motherfucker for you. This motherfucker right here is, I guess this is in California. We just got one for y'all this week. He was just watch.
What are you doing?
How's it going, sir?
What are you doing?
Taking a tire.
You're taking my tire?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And why is that?
My tire's gone.
Your tire's gone, so you're gonna just take other people's tire?
Something like that. That's crazy.
I don't think you're gonna take it. I'll tell you that right now.
Why is that?
I'll tell you you're not gonna take it.
Why is that? So you're picking it up and you're gonna hold it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's no problem.
You don't do that to people's car.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. You don't do that to people's cars. So I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know that I have police coming on the way.
All right, cool.
People don't do that. Go into other people's car and just take it.
Why are you trying to distract me from getting away, sir?
You know, I'm just telling you.
You don't set people up like that.
I'm just telling you that right now. You see this? Yeah. I got cops coming right now.
Oh.
I don't think you get far, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, dude. That's why I brought my truck here. Okay?
Yeah.
If I wanted to just steal your tire,
yeah.
I would put it in the shopping cart.
Yeah, I think you just tried that though, right?
He was just doing
I'm trying to steal your tire.
You're not trying to steal my tire.
No.
Okay.
I was going to take my rim off my truck and then put it on your truck.
Sure, buddy.
Borrow it and then bring it back.
Oh, okay. That's what it is, huh?
Yeah, that's
what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's why I drove my truck here.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
I wanted
buddy.
to steal your tire, I would have put it in the shopping cart and just left with it.
Okay. You don't think I work my ass off for my truck
You don't think
too?
I work my ass off?
Yeah. So why you take my tire?
I don't.
It's for sale, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not you use it every day.
Yeah. So you just take it?
There's actually some thought put into this.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
okay, good guys. I see that because you already brought your jack and everything else. So
I know.
That's good.
So I'm not trying to be a fucking just a thief.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I work my ass off for this truck, man.
Oh, well, you're selling it.
I'm selling it because you don't know my life.
I know.
You don't know that I need money.
I'm gonna fucking borrow the tire. Put my rim on your truck.
Yeah.
Come back later.
Like, just hold on to it, right?
Come back out.
Yeah. No, buddy.
That's all I need you to do.
No way. No way. I don't believe that for a minute, buddy.
Why not?
See, This is those situations that I was talking about earlier. I wish a motherfucker would. We know how we would have acted in this situation. We know what the outcome of this situation would have been.
Man, y'all have no idea how many arguments I've had to get into that are similar to that. It's that bullshit. You know, the foolery of what he's saying. I was going to borrow it and bring it back. Those are I get frustrated because you're stupid. I'm not going to go into details.
Please do.
No, I'm not.
This is a good time for
it. No, it's not because it's
change your name.
More of a
just change your name.
Personal family issue, but
change your name.
That argument, those type of arguments, are the type of shit that I had to deal with that shit before I got here. An argument before, and it's dumb.
But so this little corny old buckethead ass boy, like I have no idea why would he logically think that he was doing a cool thing.
Hey, it was his plan. He had it all planned out.
He was trying to steal a tire, and the minute he said, "Oh, I've got the police. I'm calling the police,"
he
had to hurry up and switch his story. I'm just borrowing the tire. I'm gonna bring it back. You know, it's stupid. It's funny. It's stupid and funny. But he had to tell him, I'm just gonna borrow your tire. And why you got the car for sale anyway?
Yeah. You don't need a tire right now.
You don't even need the tire. You're not driving.
You
don't know my life.
And then he gonna sit there and argue back with him. You don't know my life.
Yeah,
you don't know why I'm selling it.
He was actually trying to reason with him.
Ready to go back and that's what I wish. Cause I'm not doing that. I don't do that shit. I'm like,
when I say that,
what you gonna do? I wish a nigga. What? I'll take this damn chocolate.
See, I told you.
But hey,
our aggression is real. Like, let's not pretend like we're not aggressive as fuck.
Shit.
I wish a motherfucker would.
I told you I had to go in there and grab that damn rifle before I came. Give me this shit.
Hey, I'd be like, say, let me help you with that tire. Let me get that crowbar. I got you. I'll help you out. And whoop that nigga's ass with that goddamn crowbar. What the fuck you think you is stealing my goddamn? Oh, pardon my. That's what I would have said to him. It would have been some consequences and repercussions in this motherfucker. Busting his ass to the white meat. He would have got it. But that's the thing I'm saying. Like we're different type of people, man. We're not the people that we've been fucked over too much.
Yeah, when you
Our situation is different.
Because he was gonna sit there and talk to him and be like, he was going back and forth with him. Today, I mean, as far as aggression goes, I was like, I ain't finna do this with you today. Oh, really? Well, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You need to put that shit up.
Yeah.
Don't make me get up. And I'm laying across my bed. Don't make me get up. Don't make me get up. Jaden, go in the room.
Yeah.
Don't make, it was literally, okay.
So you understand, right?
Mama,
our creed is different, bro.
No, I do. I get it.
I don't mean to bro you, but.
No, I mean, I totally get it. I totally understand. It all goes back to just feeling like you just don't want to be taken advantage of, and it happens. It happens in your family. It happens in the workplace. It happens at the damn grocery store. It happens. And so.
It's all life.
It is. I go to the grocery store and you got people pushing baskets and it's like, bitch, you're not getting ready to hit me, but I wish you would hit me with that fucking basket.
So
and we're supposed to be social distancing.
What'd you say?
So Trip says,
what's good, Stafford T?
Why was he not shot at or beat up?
Who?
Cops weren't there yet.
Yeah.
Cops weren't there yet. But again, if it was a black nigga's tire, he would have got shot and beat up. Mm-hmm. He definitely got his ass beat up. He would have been laid out. I didn't see niggas knock niggas out on Facebook and YouTube for less. So it would have been some furniture moving in this motherfucker.
There's less conversation when it's a brown person.
Yeah, he would have got his ass. He got the ass beat off to the white meat.
Yeah.
But that's a motherfucker that should be doing what he's doing. Too. Yeah, just the boldness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna bring it right back.
You were not doing such a thing. So Didi.
What?
Oh wait. So you're not gonna say how he rolled off?
Oh yeah, and at the end of that, I didn't show it because it was long and I want to cut off. This nigga rolled off. So remember, he took one tire off of one truck that was not his. He already had the tire off of his truck, and he was gonna switch the tires. He's literally gonna just take the little tire, put it on his truck, and drive off. He said the cops are coming. At the end of that video, like 15, 20 seconds later, he got in his truck and drove off on three motherfucking wheels.
3 wheels.
and a rim. Not a rim. It was just the hub.
Like the rotor.
The hub. The rotor.
Yeah, the rotor, yeah.
He had no wheel on it or nothing. He drove on 3 motherfucking wheels.
Drove off, and the car wasn't even leaning.
It wasn't leaning. That shit was hovering like a motherfucker. It was crazy. Oh, man, that was funny. The audacity of him.
Yeah. He had some balls.
You ready, Didi, for this?
Give it to me.
You ready to get into it?
Give it to me. Ooh.
Oh, shit. Stop the camera. Cut.
She been gone for a minute, and look at how she come back.
God damn.
Give it to me.
Cradle the balls.
Ah, shit.
Work the pipe. Swallow the gravy. Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
So, per Terry. I ain't got that wop. You got to spit on my shit. Per Terry Lynn Chandler. per Terry Lynn Chandler. That's my auntie. We had a good conversation about being submissive. And how it's not necessarily a negative thing, but being submissive is a necessity. Anyway, that was last week's conversation. Tune in and go check it out. Everybody, right now, this is where the show is going to get kind of juicy. We're off the serious shit. We're going to get into the fun relationship. People, we may talk about, sticking a finger in the booty. I don't know. We're going to talk about something. This is what we're going to do again. Tag somebody. Tag a friend. Share. Hit that share button. Show that support.
Tag a friend, share, and share.
And share again.
And tag a friend and share.
The difference, Terry gave us this topic. Tag Terry Lynn if you want to. The difference from dating and buying. Am I saying, real quick, Brandon, you heard this, Bill, you heard it. Say the question.
The question was there is a difference, is what he said. There is a difference between dating and buying someone.
Buying a woman.
Buying a woman or your date or whatever. But I guess in this situation, he was referencing a woman.
Yes.
A lady. So, yeah.
So I want to know what y'all think. And hear us out before I'll give your opinion now. I don't give a fuck. But is there a difference between dating and buying a woman? For the third time. Does that make sense? Didi, me being a man, I seen this firsthand. Women want us to buy them, right? Women like dates. They like to be courted. Y'all call it courting to make it make sense to y'all, to sugarcoat what y'all really want. Y'all call it courting.
I don't call it courting, but I'm going to go ahead and let you have the floor.
Women want to be bought, right? They want to be taken on dates, done shit like that. And I'm not saying all women. I'm generalizing the shit out of y'all, but most women. A date doesn't have to consist of going to a big extravagant dinner. It doesn't have to be something monetary.
Right.
A date can be two people hanging out, spending intimate quality time with each other, going to a park, going to a library, going grocery shopping.
Y'all in this library that no one goes to. Go ahead.
That's because COVID. I go to the library never. But anyway. Fucking right. I Google shit. I watch movies. But and that's the thing. Mm-hmm. So women want us to go spend money out on, and the reason why I've experienced this is because I have a pretty good success rate if you go out with somebody, and I won't call it a success rate, but if you go out and take them out on a date, it's most likely we're smashing at the end of the night, first, second date, whatever, right? And then there's times where you go out with a female and all she wants is the gifts, the dates. And they're never giving you nothing in return. Now, the reason why we date women is for sex. Let's just be completely honest with you. We like you. We're interested in you. We're looking for something more than just friends, right? Mm-hmm. So there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So when you talk about guys just talk to them because they want to fuck, yes, we do want to fuck. You're right. Maybe not just, but sex is
part of the
arrangement.
It's part of the goal. It's part of one of the goals.
So if you don't have the intentions on accomplishing that goal with somebody, why are y'all dating that person? Not you, but just women in general. Mm-hmm. Men have to understand that there's a time where you're buying pussy and you're actually dating somebody. Men should understand that when you realize and when you notice you're buying vagina, stop. Walk away. It's not a situation you want to be in. You're not the first. And there's situations when you're actually dating. Understand that, when you're actually dating somebody, then it happens differently. It's more organic. It's more just spending time. How do you feel about that? Have you, as a female, dating men, whatever, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'm kind of, what is the question? Because with the guy, what he was talking about, he was trying to point out.
Well, do you do it?
Do I date? Do I do what?
I mean, do you understand the difference? Have you ever been in a situation where you're just making a nigga buy your time, or do you understand that is a thing that happens? Have you ever done it?
So there are some women out there when they date, they're just dating because they want gifts or dinner or food. That whole, I'm going out with them so I can eat type of thing. That exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are guys that will fall for it and they do it. Do I fall in that category of it? No.
Never done it.
No. Okay. Because I feel obligated. Me on a personal level.
He bought me a steak. Fucking, I gotta fuck him.
No, not that type of obligated. Meaning like I'm not. If I know I'm not really interested in you and you are really trying to take me out, I'm not gonna feel obligated to give him some ass, but I'm gonna feel like the pressure. Like after that date, he's gonna want to take me out again. Oh, I gotta go with this nigga again. I don't want to keep doing that. So if I know off top that I don't want to fool with you, I'm not gonna go out with you just because you want to take me to Papados and I like swamp things. I'll just go to Papados and get my own swamp things.
That's a motherfucking dope ass drink.
So that's me though. But are there women out there that do that? Yes. But I think the question or the example that he was posing is, he gave this unrealistic. To me, it was unrealistic because remember he said $1,000. If a guy takes you out,
their pocketbooks are
and
different than ours.
He's spending $1,000 on you, then he's buying you. So he was saying that differentiates.
Equivalent that $1,000 he's talking about to $78 for us.
Well, that's because that was my point. After we listened to it, I was gonna be like, "That's not even realistic." Nobody has taken me on $1,000 date. Who? That's why I said he sounds stupid. For
you
one,
date niggas from Target and Bentleys and shit.
I thought you was about to say. Oh shit!
Nigga, you know too much.
Nah. Wait, no.
Name dropping. Now you're dating niggas from Target, so you're right. They ain't, and me, I don't date. I don't have $1,000 spent on women, but
well, and I haven't even. Well, did he ever spend $1,000? No, because what?
500 shit.
What? I mean, I think
a plane ticket alone is.
If I think of some of the most expensive, like alcohol, what Louis XIII? What is that?
$1,300 a bottle, goddamn.
It's $1,300. So a shot of it is not, okay. So that's not an expensive. Well, and
that's
then
an expensive shot.
Yeah, Didi, it's not like a fucking $3 Wells drink before 11.
No,
it's not one of those. I give you full $3 before.
So I can't even really say that there was even $1,000 date, a dinner date. What he was saying on there, like a dinner date or whatever. So that didn't make any sense. But I mean,
are y'all women doing that though? Like that's the question.
Are women doing?
Of course they're doing it because we know it happens.
Women are doing that.
But fellas, are we noticing this? I guess that's more of the question, fellas. Are we noticing? Are we noticing when women are out there making you buy the pussy as opposed to actually dating and organically letting things happen? Because again, if you go out on a date with somebody, a female, of course, and this is just men talking to men. If you're going out with a female, you have to understand that point. Stop taking these women out on dates hoping to fuck.
I don't think men catch on to that very quickly because if they did, then the same way women get on social media and complain about certain things that guys do, men get on social media and complain about, after they done took the girl out for 5 dinner dates, and she won't even hardly return a text message within 24 hours after. But when he say, "Hey, I want to take you out,"
how you doing, boo?
Hey, I'm ready.
Hey, stranger, I've been busy. I'm sorry, I've been.
So I see those on, those complaints from men on social media. So I don't think they know. So fellas. you are if you fall into that category, men, you're buying it. You're not buying it. It's not organic vagina. It's bought. Fellas. You're paying for it. You might as well just go get you a prostitute. Or
it'll be cheaper.
You get it out the way.
Less negotiation. It'll be cheaper. And let's bullshit and stress.
Dating is when you can just do something simple and that's another topic too because some women don't date like I date.
Well, and that's another thing.
Date differently.
I was talking to a friend and he said he had a date with somebody, a friend of the show. He had a date with somebody, and they decided to meet up at the mall. Mm-hmm. And they said, we're going to pick 3 stores, 3 men's stores, 3 women's stores. 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 3 men's stores, 3 I'm going to take you to the woman's store. Man says, I'm going to take you to the woman's store, and I'm going to pick out an outfit and some shoes that I think you would like. And they did that at 3 different stores. And she did that to him. They went to a store.
He had a dress like Miss Seeley.
And then she went to like a shoe store and took him to a store, and she picked out something that he would like. I think that'd be fun and cute as shit.
It would. I would have no problem with that.
So did they just pick it out and leave it in the store?
No, they didn't buy it. No, they didn't buy it. They just went and just like went window shopping.
Like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I would do stuff like
And
that.
like,
To me, that's a date.
And they didn't spend no money. Just that all they did was spend time. And that shit is so cute to me.
But you know what? It's hard.
Women won't do shit like that.
No, they
think that's lame.
Okay, I agree. Some women will,
Most.
but on the flip side, it is hard to find men that would be willing to participate in something like that.
I would do that.
I can't. Hell, will somebody go walking with me in the morning on my walks, on my 3-mile walks? I can't even get.
I wouldn't do that.
I can't get. See, there you go. I can't get men to. You can't get men to do the smallest things, but then they complain when you ask for something larger, like dinner at Chart House. You know.
I mean, you're right, because I mean, there's some simple.
So it's
things
like
that
if
I've been
I
asked.
say, you know what? Hey, just let's go. I walk. Come go. Let's do this. But if I say no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But then if I say, well, let's go have dinner. Well, where you want to go? Oh, let's try something different. Then that becomes an issue too. Depending on where we pick. If I say Olive Garden, then of course it's okay. But the simple things. It's hard to get men to do simple things, but then they complain about the big things. Well, it's like, what the hell do y'all want to do then?
Men, have y'all ever?
What the fuck do y'all want to do?
Have y'all noticed situations where y'all out there buying pussy and you're actually?
I think they'd rather buy it. I think it's a mental thing. I think it is a mental thing.
Trip John says it's not true. I'm asking him to speak on it a little bit.
Oh yeah, tell him to speak on it. I'm kind of curious, but
tell us.
I've been in situations where I've been in both, and like I told you, we had this conversation.
Yeah.
I very rarely pay for first dates. If it's a first date to where like I'm just meeting, I've never met you before, which is more like a meetup. It's not a date because we don't fuck around like that. I very rarely pay, and if I pay, you're paying the next one. I'll say, okay, I got you this time, but this next one, you got me. And I just don't do it because I don't know you. You haven't earned that right for me to pay for your shit. So and especially if you ain't fucking and shit like that, I ain't paying for it. And if I know that I can't trust you, like if I need it from you, I don't feel like I'd be able to get it from you, then why am I allowing you in my pocket if you can't? Y'all are an independent woman. That's what y'all wanted, right? You got that shit. And maybe I'm cheap, maybe I'm whatever. I'll buy a drink for somebody. I'll buy a hamburger, dinner, steak, whatever, occasionally. But this is not going to be a regular thing. This is not life. It's not going to be. Call me cheap, call me whatever.
See, and
I'm cute. I don't need to pay for goddamn pussy. I have a conversation, personality on top, tilt, 100. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, and if it's a first time, if it's a first time meet and greet, my expectations, and I know women are probably going to hate this, but on the first date,
bring them down, baby.
I don't expect for him to pay if we're first meeting. And the reason why I do that, because it's that pressure point where I'm just meeting you. This is our first, I may not even you may not have a sense of humor, and I may not want to talk to you. So again, you pay yours and I'll pay for mine. Now, if we decide to go out again after that and you want to offer to take me out and you're going to pay, that's fine. But then I'm a different type of woman because I have no problem. At some point,
you have to reciprocate that.
Right, because that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm a different type of woman. I have no problem saying, all right, I got the next one. You pick. I've done that. I let the last motherfucker pick. I want my money back.
And y'all went to some nice places, too. Y'all didn't go to Whataburger.
I took his ass to eat.
What was that Brazilian steakhouse you was talking about?
I took his ass to eat. I want my money. No, I'm good.
No, you was tricking. You're a trick.
Yeah, I trick.
In relationships,
if you got it.
In relationships, splitting bills. We're not talking about just meeting up, dating. Mm-hmm. Did Tripp ever respond to what he was talking about?
He said men like the simple things as well. We don't want to waste our time for nothing.
Well, a lot of men out there wasting their time these days. It's a lot. He may be different.
Yeah, he's grown. But there's a lot of men out here that be tricking on females.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to understand, OnlyFans exist and exist for a niche market. The market is niggas that are tricking on bitches.
And they like it.
Period.
And they making their money too.
And
so
they prefer to trick on females as opposed to actually meeting and hanging out. Prostitution. Mind you, there's a corner in every city where prostitution flourishes. Mm-hmm. And it's not men on the corner selling ass. It's a bunch of women out there selling ass. So you have to understand, there's men out there that's out there just, you know,
they would hate me. They'd be like, oh shit, here come Dee Dee. Y'all take cover. We ain't nobody giving her no asses. We take cover. Here she come.
She burned me with a cigarette. With a cigarette. You got cigarette burns on her from last time. But no, I mean, it's a market trip. So I get what you're saying and shit. But I mean, it's a lot of men out there that are tricking, and they feel like it's easier process. And it really fucks it up for real niggas out there because it makes it harder for, you know, a real dude trying to actually just win organically as opposed to spending his bread. So yeah, y'all niggas fucking it up.
There's a way to go about it. My friend Brandon, he
Birdo Financial
wants to date, and I don't want to put all his business out there, but I was like, consult me.
So how's that going?
I was like, consult me the next time you go on another date.
He wants to date with you?
Yeah,
no, not me.
You heard that too, right? No.
Okay.
Did what?
Because you said he wants to date. I didn't know if you
No.
meant
I meant date as in like start getting out there
and getting to know you.
And getting.
Oh, not you.
Y'all keep trying to throw. No, he wants to get out there or whatever and try. And I hope he don't get mad because I'm telling his business. But you know,
tag him, Birdo.
No,
B-I-R-D.
don't.
I'm not gonna tag him.
Don't.
You lucky I ain't got the computer.
But you know, he went on a date and he was semi catfished. And then he told me what happened, and I was like, "You should have freaking called me, and I would have told you like how this could have been prevented."
Hey, tell him to reach out
or whatever.
We
so I told him, I was like, "Next time you decide to do something, you need to consult me so I can let you know like the do's and the don'ts." Because he's a good dude, and he falls in that organically type, you know, where he, you know, and he's not the $1,000 dude, but you know, he'll take a girl out, but he needs to know when somebody just wants to be fed, when somebody's.
Well, fellas, y'all need to figure that shit out, man.
Or call me and consult me. When y'all run into that shit, just call me and let me know.
Call Dee Dee on the hotline.
Call me on the hotline.
She'd be like, this bitch just taking me for my money. She ordered 3 desserts. Nigga, run!
Because she packing up 2 of them and taking them home to her kids.
She taking it home to other boyfriend at the house waiting for her.
So, husband and her boyfriend.
So let's go back to this bills.
Mama and them.
Splitting bills in relationships. We're not talking about just normal dating. We're talking about actual factual relationships. What are y'all doing? I mean, how do you feel about that, the splitting of bills?
Okay, splitting bills. I've never lived in a house. I've never shared a home with a man other than my grandfather. So I don't know, and he paid for everything.
That nigga was an old school trick.
Including my car insurance, gas in my car.
He tricked on everybody.
And all that. So I don't really know how that works. But I mean, if I had to guess, and I was married, I really don't know, because I would say that we would probably work something out. Maybe, you know, he's paying the mortgage and I paid electricity bill, the water and the cable or something. I don't know.
Why wouldn't y'all just have a joint account and spend y'all's money on everything?
Oh, I'm not sharing shit.
So you don't believe in that half 50-50 shit?
I'm not sharing an account.
Okay.
I'm not sharing a checking account.
I mean,
or
that makes sense. I wouldn't do it.
I'm not doing that.
No, that makes sense.
If he ever wanted to see, and I'm speaking of like if I'm married, if my husband ever wanted to see my bank statement or something.
Would you want to ever have a joint account with him?
No.
Like you have a separate and a joint. To where like the joint one you pay, like the mortgage is $1,000, so I know for sure I'm paying $500. The light bill is about $200 a month, so I'm gonna put $100 in there. Water bill about $75, so I'm gonna put half of $75. Let's just say $80, so I can do my math really fast. $40 in that account for the light bill.
Okay,
for the water
so
bill.
what you're saying is like, if we're splitting bills, then we have this joint account where we put all the bill money in there and it's auto draft from that account, and then we have separate accounts where we do our own personal spending or whatever it is we're going to spend. If it's grocery shopping or whatever, it's a separate account. Yeah. Would I be willing to do that? Yeah, because that money is going straight to the household. It's going to the house.
So you have no problem doing 50-50 type situations?
50-50.
That's a 50-50 situation when it comes to bills.
I don't want to do a 50-50 bill with anyone.
But that's what that was.
That's for roommates.
But y'all are living together.
No, I wouldn't want to do 50-50. What I'm saying is, say for instance, I pay the water, the electricity, and the cable, and I don't know, something else.
And he takes care of mortgage.
And he pays, let's say the mortgage is $2,000, okay?
But you understand that's still 50-50, just you're dividing it to 50% differently.
Yeah, but but the money is still going in the account. You don't understand what I'm saying? All my money is, so I got to wait for his 50%. So he's got to put his $75 in there too for the electricity. I got to put my $75 in there. Then I got to turn around and put my $1,000 for the mortgage, and he's putting his $1,000
It's auto
in
drafted.
mortgage.
It's auto drafted.
It's all, yes, auto drafted. So y'all are doing the math before this and saying, okay, well, if we're going to split everything down the half.
Not handle your finances and do the math and write that shit down when you're married? And I write my bills down on my finances. I know exactly how much my light bill is on average every month. I know exactly what my mortgage is. I know my water bill. And my shit is above what my average is. I'm like, what the fuck?
I guess I'm looking at it like this. If he knows that the mortgage, or I'm paying the mortgage, how the fuck you want it to be? He's going to put that $2,000 in there. The electricity bill is going to come in. The water bill is going to come in. The cable bill is going to come in. I'm going to add that up. I'm going to do the math. I'm going to add that up and say, boom, there's $500 in there, or whatever it is. It's in there. He put his money in there. I put my money in there. That's easy. Instead of saying, all right, Leroy, the electricity bill. Do you see what I'm saying, Leroy? The electricity bill is $250. I'm going to need X, Y, and Z from you. The water bill is $35, whatever. I'm going to need half of that from you. Why go through all of that?
That's why you auto draft. So it's like on my check, it's like, say, we're married.
But you have to know how much you're putting in the account that's to be auto draft.
But listen, it's like we're married, and it's like we know our mortgage is $500. This. All the half of everything comes out to about $900 a month, which is unrealistic. But let's just say $900.
Okay, well, yeah.
So $900 is what it's going to be, right? So out of all my checks throughout the year, every month I put $900 in that check. By the first of the month, $900 is in that check, and money is auto drafted to my bills. And then the rest of my check goes to
another check
my personal account. That's how that works up. And then, of course, you should always have reserved in that joint account just in case your bills are higher on the auto draft or less. So you may have an extra $1,000 in there just in case. $500 by you, $500 by me. So we're never going to be in the negative on that account.
Right.
That's like the responsible shit to do.
Same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Really
You're saying the same shit. So you would do 50-50. It's just you would do your 50-50 divided differently. My 50% is going to be these bills, and your 50% is going to be that bill. So it's kind of the same, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would do 50-50, right?
I guess so.
All right. That was one.
I guess. I mean,
and I just think because some women won't. Some women are like, you taking care of everything. I had a post on Facebook to where a woman was like, you paying for you taking care of me and my bills. Some women would be like, I'll take care of the small bills, but you're taking care of the big shit.
But what if you're married to someone who can't afford to pay all of everything?
So you take over that, right?
Right.
I wouldn't. If you're making like $60,000 and I'm making $200,000, like you're still gonna take care of half the bills. Only difference is when we go out to eat, like I'm always gonna take care of our dinners. Your extra money would be like for you and whatever you're gonna do. But like if you go out to eat or if we're doing just like, babe, I got you. I know I'm making more money. Don't worry about that. Groceries, I got it. Don't worry about it. But as far as like having responsibility and have a percentage and have a responsibility and ownership in this relationship, you're funding this relationship as I am. We're in this together. So that's how I would look at it. So she has to understand that this isn't just a free ride. And I understand the same thing. If I was with someone and she was making $200 and I'm making $60, I would still want to take. And I wouldn't expect to pay for dinners. I wouldn't expect to pay for trips. But as far as when it comes to this household, babe, I got you. Let me do my part. But that extra shit, babe, you make more than me. You got that. But that's how I look at it. How do y'all think about it? 50-50 or joining, or is it more of a, man, take care of this shit and we just fucking feed off of you? Now, the last one I'm kind of curious about, and this is a question that I got from somebody else, and it's, I don't know if I want to talk about this one because it's kind of lame. In life, when it comes to yourself and knowing who you are and what you are and what you want to be, do you feel that you are, and people listening, do y'all feel, or do you feel you are where you want to be at in life?
No, I'm not where I want to be at. Shit.
You're not even on the right track, on the right course?
Oh, no, I'm on the right track. I'm definitely on the right track.
Okay. So I think a question like that comes with a lot of self-awareness, right? A lot of people aren't self-aware. Have you had that situation that made you self-aware? Like, why do you why do you know that you're on the right track?
Because I've actually set some goals.
There you go.
I've set goals. I've attained goals. One of the goals, which we've talked about before,
Gotcha.
you know,
Birdo.
That's, you know, it's a business plan, and it's part. I've set that goal out, and I'm executing it. And so I know that I'm on the right track, and I'm wrapping shit up. Like, it's almost done, and it's almost ready to go.
Yeah.
So this is something that, you know, I wanted. I mean, and I can't say that what I'm doing has always been a dream, but it's something that.
This is where you're at.
Yeah. You know, business ownership, not working for someone. That's me, for me personally. You know, a lot of people want to just get a good job and get benefits. Well, I want to work for myself.
I don't want
to work
no
for anybody.
motherfucking body.
You know, I want to be able. So, you know, but I was raised in that environment, so
Yeah.
it's me. I was raised in that environment of watching my grandfather run his own business. I worked for him. My grandmother, I mean, she worked, but she didn't have to work. And as she got older, she didn't. She stopped. But there were times where she did work. But I grew up watching my grandfather running his own business and doing his own thing by the time I was born. And that's what I gravitated to. And I got to see what he, you know, how he ran his life.
Are you where you want to be at, Brianna?
No.
Do you feel like you're on track?
Yes.
I feel same question. Like what?
For you.
What made you realize? What made you realize?
So,
like you same thing, goal setting.
yeah, and I'm working towards that. You know, we've talked about it outside, but I'm working towards that. It's a process, and no, it's not going to happen overnight. But I'm on the stepping stones getting there.
Yeah, no, and that makes sense. So you're at least self-aware. So when you fail, because we don't always succeed, there's setbacks. Are you honestly and fully 100% aware of your setbacks when those happen?
Yes.
And then you sit there and adjust goals and make different changes and plans, right? And that's kind of normal. I wonder if people out there can really assess their own situation and see if they are where they want to be at and how they want to be where they're at. Me personally, am I where I want to be at in life? I'm always where I want to be at in life, good or bad. And then I'm always not where I want to be at, if that makes any sense. Brianna knows more than anybody. I have a lot of adventures that I bring upon myself, and it's not a compliment to me. It frustrates me and fucks me over. I have goals, but the bad thing about my goals change monthly. They change. And I throw myself off a lot, off course, right? So I'm very aware of my fuck-ups. And they're not necessarily fuck-ups, but I'm very aware of where I succeed and where I don't succeed, if that makes any sense. The downside of it, to answer the question, am I where I want to be at? Like, yeah, I'm where I want to be at. And have I reached my goals? Like, I haven't, because my goals change constantly. Yeah. They're forever growing and adapting. I could want to be a pilot one day and I can want to be an astronaut the next, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to build the whole fucking spaceship. And that's kind of where I'm at, you know. Every time I succeed and accomplish one goal, I want to hit the next, and then I hit that, and then I want to do something bigger than that. And now I want to fucking build a whole spaceship because I've been to space, and I'm like, fuck it, I can get there, and I'm gonna get there my own way. So that's kind of how I am with my goals and my awareness. But you know, I fuck up sometimes, and I enjoy that sometimes, and I dabble in fucking up. So I mean, yeah. To answer a quick question, yes and no.
So, one of our viewers, Maria, she says a better question may be: are you happy with where you are at life?
I mean, and that is a better question. And this is actually her question that she sent out to me. Maybe I wrote it down wrong. Am I happy with where I'm at in life? I'll answer this quick. I am. for a very arrogant reason. I don't feel like, you know, I'm not ashamed of any mistake I've made or my successes. Of course, you never, you know, frown upon for your successes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I judge myself by my mistakes, not by my successes. And I can live with every mistake that I've made. And I'm happy with myself. Mm-hmm. Are you happy with yourself? With where you at right now?
I am. There was a point where I wasn't, though. Mm-hmm. There was a point, and not to be long-winded about it, but there was definitely a point where I was absolutely just so pissed at myself. Yeah. And it had a lot to do with me living in Houston and coming back here. And I'm not, this is not a San Antonio, Houston versus
yes, it is.
San Antonio, but it had a lot to do with the fact that I moved back here and I started struggling because I was not making the money that I was making in Houston. And that shit hurt so bad because I had less bills here. I had less bills here and less money. And I'm like, how the fuck are people surviving here with my experience, with what I do? I'm coming here with, I know my shit when it comes to my career or whatever. And this is how much the market in San Antonio wants to pay people.
Me and Didi were sitting down one day, and she was, I think she was in between here and you, so I don't know where you're in life. Mm-hmm. But she was looking for jobs. She was looking for jobs out here, right? And then she said, man, nigga, I was looking at this job. I don't know if you remember this. It had the qualifications, college degree, this, that, 4 years experience for the position, da-da-da-da, pay $10.50 an hour. She was like, what the fuck? Like, and that was here in San Antonio, and that's when she was going through that transition. When I was looking through that,
you remember
that?
Yeah, they had shit at $12.50 or $15 an hour, $17 an hour.
With these high qualifications, too.
Yes. So the thing that was getting me is that here in San Antonio, in the accounting field, like accounting, bookkeeping, and payroll, those were the three things that I was looking for at that particular time because I can do all three of those. And I'm not a CPA, so let's exclude that out. But I can do all those. You want to pay me $15 an hour to keep your books?
Yeah, no, that I remember that whole situation. And
I'm in Houston, and to keep somebody's book with to keep a company's books with no CPA, they're paying at least, and at that time I think at least like 50. You know, $50K for a small company to $12 an hour. And then I could do payroll for 60 and up. That's one focus out of, you know what I mean? Underneath the accounting category, you know, it was just all. So I was so pissed off that I came back, but then I kind of had to come back for personal family reasons and stuff or whatever. But what did
you do to get yourself on point? Like to get yourself, you said you're unhappy. What did you do to be like, man, I'm not doing what I want to do. I need to figure this shit out.
So honestly, I mean, to get myself, and I know some people probably don't, but honestly, I'm just going to answer it honestly. To get myself to where I needed to be, what I did was I fast and I prayed. Because all these job interviews I was going on,
bullshit, right?
Nothing was coming through. And I was like, all right, God, guess it's me and you. What we gonna do? Because we're about to be homeless. So what we gonna do? I don't know anything else outside. So, you know, I turned to the Bible. And that's what I did. I can't lie. That's exactly what I did. And I ended up landing other jobs. Prayers were answered. And I moved on with my life. And things started happening. And, you know, and that's what I did.
She ran into somebody who had a really nice shoe game, too.
Fuck you. And that shit is old.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool. I'm big on self-awareness. You know, I'm big on noticing your goods and your bads, your flaws, your ups and downs. And I know a lot of people have a hard time doing that. I have a hard time sometimes too. I'm not, you know, I have a lot of flaws, and I notice maybe 60% of them. Mm-hmm. And I try to change some, and some I'm like, fuck you, it's me, deal with it, bitch, fuck you. So, you know, being self-aware is good, and also knowing where you're at, and sometimes doing a heat check. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and be like, hey, am I where I need to be at? Am I fucking up? Am I doing good? What can I do to change? And be honest with your critique. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you're always going to put yourself in a level that you're not really at, which means you're not going to be able to critique yourself to get you to the next level after that, because you're feeling you're doing more than what you're really putting into. So so that's a real thing that you should always be aware of and notice with yourself. That's it, man. I have some other topics, but I kind of want to have someone else on this one to get their opinion and their outlook. KK, he was here with us. He had to go. He had to sign his work boycott paper that he is protesting for Black Lives Matter. So if you ever boycott your job, make sure that you sign that paper that shows that you're boycotting your job. Because if you don't, they'll really fire your ass.
KK's on here laughing, talking about Dee Dee's still there.
Shit. Well, I sent a text message.
She had to.
No, I sent a text message, honestly, to make sure that my timing was still okay.
For that family gathering, she had to go to at 2:00 at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, it is. They're still having. They're having something.
Yeah, they're out there. He's still. I mean, Netflix never closes. Netflix is open 24 hours, so you should.
Hey, girl, I don't have no date tonight.
It's not a date, you know.
I don't have no booty. I don't have no booty set up tonight. I don't have nothing set up.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, to each his own, Didi. Do you? You grown. You grown.
Get it.
She been.
I'm ashy too.
Stupid.
This leg is ass. Who Jesus and put my dress down.
She said, "Who Jesus?
Who Jesus and put my dress down."
So what do you got for us as we walk off? What do you got for us?
Shit, you know the same thing. We want equality. I don't know if we gonna get it. We might. We want equality.
Shit, if y'all white folks keep on pissing off the world like y'all are,
we gonna have it real soon.
Y'all gonna hand it to us.
You know what we were just talking about now. Be aware, self-awareness, ladies and gentlemen. Please, not please, but be aware of yourself.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. And you don't have to front for anybody when you're doing that. When I went through my transition with that or whatever, and I was in a really shitty place, I backed off from people. Like, people try to still put up a front sometimes when they're struggling and try to pretend like they're not. I cut back from shit. I got fat. I just did me. And I'm saying that because I focused on what I was going through, didn't try to sugarcoat it. And then once I was able to get myself, where I needed to be, I just picked back up and kept moving along. And so, handle your business, do what you need to do. Don't try to compete. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses when you're trying to get your shit together.
Fuck the Joneses.
Yeah. Don't keep up with other people when you're in a time of transition, is what I have to say. Just do what you need to do, and set time frames that are realistic. Don't set time frames that are like, man, in 3 weeks I'm gonna be all right. No, you might need 3 months. You might need a year.
Nigga, you're just at the beginning of this downfall.
Yeah,
You got some time.
I honestly, I needed about a year and a half to pick back up. Meaning, I had to literally go to work and come back home and sit my ass down.
Brianna,
what you got for me?
What you got for them? What you got for our heathens? Can I say that? Can I say that? Heathens?
So something that's heavy on my heart right now is just like taking time for your self-love. Spending time with yourself, making sure you're happy so you can do right for yourself, your family, your kids, what have you.
True.
I had a real stressful week this week, and my self-day is tomorrow. You okay over there?
I was letting the world know I don't have COVID. That's all.
No, you just let the world know you don't have a fever. We didn't swab your nose. Finish, because what you're saying is happiness is
self-love.
Yes.
You have a self-love day coming up.
Yeah, tomorrow's my self-love day. And I just feel like everybody needs it. Clear your mind, enjoy some quietness, read the Bible. Whatever it is that you choose to do with yourself.
Do that.
Do that.
Yeah.
My word is always simple. It's not always simple, but Y'all, that's a lot of shit, man. I mean, this whole Jacob Blake kind of got to me.
You about to make up some shit?
No. It's like a lot of shit. Like, you know, it bounces off of last week's shit. You know, and it's the, you know, make sure the people that are in your circle are for you. Mm-hmm. You know, the election is coming up. This Jacob Blake stuff is going on. Yeah. You're gonna find out that a lot of people that you thought rolled with you and fucked with you really don't. Mm-hmm. And one of the conversations that I always have with people that always talk about how, you know, you don't talk about politics and religion with people. That is the first thing I talk about with people, because I need to know that if we're ever in a situation that I know you got my back. Mm-hmm. And I need to know that you're going to ride with me and that you believe in the same shit that I believe in, because if you do, I know you're going to be around for a while. I don't want to be a homeboy for 10, 15, 20 years and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this motherfucker doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter. Mm-mm. They don't believe in Black Lives.
Fuck your life.
You know, I was like, goddamn. Like, you don't believe in my struggle and where I'm at today. And that's an issue to me. Mm-hmm. So if any word, it's the exact same word from last week. And it makes sense now that the Jacob Blake issue happened. Not only did it happen, you have people that you thought really fucked with you are saying Brian Urlacher is shit, talking about how, you know, shut up and dribble. Man the fuck up. Everyone else does it. Your counterparts do it, so you should man up too. Not realizing the, you know, long end of the story. So my word for you guys out there talking to this camera. Make sure you keep them squares out your circle.
Keep the squares out your circle.
That's it. And,
keep the squares out your circle.
She made a fucking ballad out of that.
Keep the squares out your circle.
Keep it up, man. We can
keep the squares out your circle. Gotta keep them squares out your circle. Gonna keep them squares out your circle. Don't let them squares in your circles. Don't let them squares in your circles.
All right. We at the club, socially irresponsible.
All right, now, y'all. Get the fuck out of here, man. We got to go. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Didi, once again, welcome back. A month later, we always love to have you back. Need the voice of a fucking female. Pussy's talking, guys, so dick listen. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. We are irresponsible. We're out. Peace. That's going to be a motherfucking jam. You're going to see that shit ad-lib.
It is. It's going to be
somebody going to sample that hoe.
Didi.
Man, y'all heard that motherfucking keep the squares out your circle?